like
Yeah, we're kind of on time.
I should probably get into the game.
For
Hello,
us,
everybody.
we're pretty on time.
Welcome back to the stream. Oh, hey, Powder. I just noticed your little steampunky background there. That's pretty neat.
Oh.
We've been talking about government secrets and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yep.
So, you know, hopefully nobody heard anything. And I gave away all my passwords.
Yeah. We've been annoying Jesse with all of our weak passwords.
Yeah. It
Monday
hurts me
morning,
physically.
Jesse's going to get called into the office.
Oh, we don't have any music.
He's just going to get a black bagged one night. That's what's going to happen.
We're not going to have D&D next week because I'm just going to disappear. There we go. We need some starting. Oh, wait. Is Kenku even in here? Get in here,
No.
Kenku.
Come here, Kenku.
All right.
You little rascal.
So, we got a lot to do tonight. Let's get going. We're going to start off, and I'm actually going to try to go in some sort of structure today, except I didn't write anything down. So, we're going to see how it goes. It's probably going to fail miserably. First off, big thank you to our not sponsors, who I like to shout out at the beginning of the stream. First off, James RPG Art for the amazing scenes. And, well, actually, there was like 2 or 3 other ones. Oh, DDD Dice, who actually sort of sponsor our stream because they have given us a subscription to their service, which is very nice. And you should check that out if you do D&D at all online. It is free.
Some pretty cool cheese dice.
Yeah,
you do roll about 200 of them.
Please don't.
I'm gonna crash it right now.
So those are 2 things that I wanted to shout out right off the bat. And okay, so let's do a little recap of last session. So last session, hey, look at those beautiful cheese dice with the little thing right at the bottom that tells you what you rolled in total. And we never had any problem with DDD dice ever. Oh god. So last session, we had a little funeral from Wanza and Doma. It was very emotional. I was actually pretty happy with that one. That worked out pretty well. Anyway, so then we had a conversation in the tavern where we met a new sorcerer who is actually now the sorcerer advisor leader type person for, I don't think we gave him a title.
He was the court sorcerer.
Oh, right, that's right. I'm sorry. He was a court sorcerer. So we have an official court sorcerer for what was the name that you gave the place? Did you change the name or did we leave it as Violent Round?
We named it Doma.
We named it Doma. Thank you. So we have an official court sorcerer for Doma, the city, not the person, because the person is dead. And we discussed different types of repairs that we could do because Doma was kind of in shambles after the raid. So while you guys are gone, they're going to work on restructuring the layout of the city and rebuilding the infrastructure, roads, walls, things like that, getting people back into their homes. And then they sent you guys out on a ship to clear the lanes, make sure that
that they also renamed.
Hey, what the fuck did we name that ship?
You broke with tradition and named it Mwanza.
Yeah, we named it Mwanza.
Right.
Oh, I forgot you named the ship. So you sailed on Mwanza. That sounds weird. Across up across the ocean.
Inside him, now he's got people.
Why we named it?
And you settled, or you sailed down to what you knew as Ironhold, and had a battle with some pirates. Unfortunately, their ship sunk, but you did take on some of their crew and save them from the ocean. They've agreed to work with you guys. And now we have landed just west of the town that, it was a rather large town, small city, large town. And you anchored west of there, behind a grove of trees where they couldn't see you. You got off the ship, rowed up to the shore. And was it just you guys, or were you taking anyone with you, like the goblins who were on the ship with you?
I think it was just us. I think everyone else opted to stay at the ship.
Okay, so you left the goblins and everyone else at the ship. You guys set out on your own to go kind of make peace and talk with the town leaders to make sure that your refugees would be welcome there. And as you are walking through the forest, Darth senses something and jumps back just in time to avoid a heated blast that like tore through a tree right next to your head, and out hopped a small 3.5 foot tall ish rabbit, or Harangon as the name actually is. And that's where we're gonna pick up. It's exactly where we left off, so that's where we'll pick up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're good for to start.
You're good to start.
All right. So he comes around the robot, waving his hand, going, hey, Docs, you should watch where you're going. As he starts looking at the party.
Would, like, in universe, would any of us know what a robot is? Like, is that something that's common?
Roll a nature check. It's not going to be common, but it's not uncommon enough that you may not have heard about it.
I was gonna say, should I be really surprised at this thing in front of me?
Would they haven't heard even Storm Shield's been
I would
disconnected for that long? They might not have actually any thought of it. They might have an idea what it's near, like in comparison.
What was your total? 14? No, you don't know what this is.
Okay. All right. All right.
So as he's standing there, he starts opening his eyes. He was smiling, and he starts looking at Cheese at first with a slightly confused look at this odd blue man. Then he kind of starts looking at Darth, and he kind of starts getting a weird look on his face. Look, especially you notice he kind of looks at her ears. Then he looks at Maddie, and he starts to panic, and he starts scrambling away from you. Go, oh no, what are you doing here? And he starts panicking, saying, order of the autumn, I gotta go. And he's trying to get away, like scattering back real fast in a panic.
He's afraid of the shortest, nicest one here.
Can I thorn whip and grab his ankle?
Oh god.
This is not gonna fix this.
I don't want him to run away.
Okay, so you do that. Roll an attack roll.
I don't want to attack him. That's just a 20.
You got a 20?
No.
Oh, yes, roll a d20. I'm sorry.
No, I'm nervous to get a 20.
Oh my god, so close.
And Ken died.
You know what? For this I'll let you crit on an 18.
Character. My AC is 16, so she does hit.
Yep. All right, so she thorn whips you, and like as you start to hop away real quick, your machine starts to activate, and it gets up, and all of you hear like, and then smoke starts to like pour out of its neck, and its head just kind of like.
Maddie, let him go. Maddie, let him go. Maddie, let him go.
And she's dragging me, going, "Don't hurt me! Don't kill me!"
And Ken is hopping away as Maddie like jumps up, whips with her leg, grabs his leg, and he goes right on the ground. You're also gonna take a little bit of damage, I suppose, because it is his thorn whip. So Maddie, you can go ahead and roll that up.
Shit. I mean, shoot.
Normally, we don't allow any PvP like this, but I think in this first encounter type scenario, you know, we're okay. But
I mean, technically, she's just trying to catch him, not really hurt him.
well, the spirit behind the no PvP rule is that, you know, people get heated when people attack other people. But in this case, I think there's an understanding here.
Oh,
we're all good, I hope.
I got good berries, so fix it.
All right, just
Probably fine.
sorry, have some berries. All right, so you do 4 damage, I believe, on that one. So Patter, you're gonna take 4 damage. I will get that for you. I don't know, for some reason it brings up Mozzarella when I double click on
I also
anyone.
have, for some reason, I have control of Menry.
I think everyone
Oh, you
knows.
all have control of Menry now.
Oh, okay.
Henry.
I gave everyone limited control. Maddie has full control.
Oh,
Sweet.
All right, so Ken, you are slightly hurt. You fall down onto the ground, and you know, obviously you're freaked out a little bit.
No, he's screaming, "Don't hurt me! Don't kill me! I have
didn't-
nothing to do with it."
I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry. I have berries. If you want some berries, I can fix it.
He's just sitting there
Mozzarella's,
hyperventilating.
Mozzarella's ears pop up a little bit, and he goes, "Nothing to do with what?"
May I just point out that you are on a diplomatic mission here, and the first thing you did was attack the first person you saw.
What? No,
Back. I was holding him back.
they fired first. That robot tried to kill Borf.
That's true.
What I would like to do is I would like to kneel next to Ken and pull out trash can and be like, "Look, I have tiny bunny. It's okay. We no hurt bunnies."
So as you reach in, he's just like ducking and covering, thinking you're about to like hit him with something.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. We're
Pull
not.
out.
We're just trying to like find like the city and like, you know, we're on a mission. But you look, it's fine. We keep bunnies. They're safe.
I take my hat off and show the other 2.
Who has?
Oh wait, no, I don't have them. Just kidding.
Who has Wanza's old glow bun?
Did we bring them?
I
Yeah, you
thought
did.
that our buns were being watched. Oh no, we did
Yeah.
grab
See,
them.
we
You guys
grab them?
did take them back from.
Okay, then I have
Your
them.
gift.
So then I have Wanza's and mine.
do-
You should have yours.
I do actually remember you saying you grabbed Wanza's.
Yeah.
So I have mine swaddled in my little. I don't
What was
remember
Wanza's
both were
names?
called. Rave?
Brave.
Pecorino's right here.
Rave
Like what?
and Harold. Harold?
So we have Pecorino is cheeses. You have Harold or Merrild, whatever you want to name him. Rave was Monza's, and then Trash Can is mine. But we have them all.
Pecorino.
And we show them to Ken.
So as Ken's looking at it, his eyes are still like full of tears, but he's not like much panicking anymore. And then he's looking at the little one. Yeah, but she just attacked me.
Your
I
metal,
didn't mean to.
your metal machine, whatever this is, shot at Micah.
No, that we weren't shooting at her. I wasn't shooting at her. You guys just happened to be walking in, and as I fired, and I didn't notice you until it was too late. This has nothing to do with it.
You know,
Yeah.
it felt a little targeted, but
Just a smidge.
It's not
I don't
my
know
fault I
you,
walked into
so-
the middle of when I was practicing and testing out the weapon I have.
what is this thing? What is it?
My
What
rifle,
thing?
my Gauss
Oh.
rifle.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
The the thing that shot near me accidentally.
Why is there mozzarella on this?
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get something to work.
So
Wait.
Ken immediately stands up and starts just talking to you about the rifle, how this does this does that. He starts explaining like the different components of it.
So it's not a
When it
robot.
shoots. A what?
It's not a robot. This is not mozzarella. This is me.
This is
No, there
cheese.
is a robot there, but if I want to show Jesse where it kind of broke apart.
Oh,
Did
yes.
you shoot the?
So
I thought the
it-
robot shot at us.
So,
Nope.
so Powder, this is the one that one that you're working on. That's not like you're out here trying to test this thing, and as it kind of stands up in preparation to defend you, it just kind of shorts out, and you see like part of its neck explode, and it's just kind of still going like.
Okay.
Okay. I misunderstood. the
That's
situation.
just junk.
Okay. I mean, that's cool.
But then
I'd
he
like
just
to-
immediately goes back to explaining to Darth about the gun and all that.
And
Forgetting everything
Micah
else right now.
Micah's gonna be super interested in that on a surface level. She's gonna wait for you to take like a pause to like breathe before you talk again, and I'll be like, okay, we're
So then he
looking for
goes-
something.
Yeah, then he turns and he goes, watch. And he turns and just fires it again.
That is super nifty and amazing. Is there a city nearby?
That way, where I come from.
Cool. What would you call this city? Got a name?
That's a good question.
You know this.
Do I? Did
It's
we
called-
actually name the city?
Yes, the town. It's a large
Second-
town, not a city. It's called Dumpstead.
Oh yeah, that's right, Dumpstead. Yes, yeah, that's Dumpstead.
Okay, we are looking for, what is it, Ironhold? Is that what we're looking for?
And then as I look at you confused, I was like, Ironhold. Never heard of that. So then I sat there, I'm like, oh wait, hang on. Oh, that's the old name. Yeah.
The old name.
I don't think this area's been called that in, I don't know, what, 200 plus years, maybe longer? I don't really know. I'm not a scholar.
I don't think we've been using updated maps. What's it called now then? You know where what used to be Ironhold is.
I mean, that's this whole land through here. But yeah, this is, and he kind of stands up a bit proper, and he kind of goes, this is Archmagi.
Micah starts heavy breathing.
I told you we'd get you here. Some point.
Then he kind of looks over at Maddie, and he kind of leans into Darth, kind of like oddly trusting her since she let him talk about his guts. Like, she's not trying to kill me.
What?
When
Why?
I looks down,
Odd.
looks over at her.
Odd that you have seen me as the trustful one.
No.
No, she's not going to kill
I mean,
you.
to be fair, he was scared of Maddie, and then Maddie thorn whipped him really bad.
But on a side note, you wouldn't happen to know anybody around here that could build me a left arm, would you? And I'm just gonna wave my nub around.
I wave my hand back at you.
Micah, priorities.
I have priorities. Okay. My
I
priorities are
purposely-
very
actually,
clear.
I wave my robotic left hand back at you.
Yeah,
that's
one of
something,
one of those. How do I get
yeah.
one of those?
You gotta come to the town, come to the family shop I have, and we could probably figure something out for you.
Fantastic. I love it.
So
I'm ready to go.
That's if his mother's in a good mood. I don't know.
Sidebar, Patter, did you give me a name for your mother? Because
Yeah,
I didn't.
No, I was gonna let you name her
Okay,
because I told you if I named her, I was gonna go with an M name, and that would probably torment you too much.
I named her Mary.
That works. Here it is, I'm trying to be nice, and Jesse's like, I'm going to torment myself.
I mean, you know, if it's not that, it's going to be something else. Might as well just rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, get it done and over with.
All right.
So we do need an arm for Micah at some point, but also, do you know, like, where would you consider to be the capital? Like, if we were to sail ships in and we didn't want to get shot at, where would the shots come from?
Any city you'd be going by, which is like kind of he sits there and starts thinking. I think you got Dumpsire, then you got, what was it, Gorge something, I think, then Darkwater, all the way down to Archman. So there's like 3-4 cities before you get there.
You would know these names.
I can't really read the map that good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fill it in for you. So you've got Dumpstead. Gougemire is southeast.
Gougemire, okay.
Yep.
Micah, are you putting these on the map?
Yes.
Which I was gonna wait and give you like a proper map. So
Okay.
you will get one, but I don't think you would just find one in the woods. So I'm holding off for the moment.
I feel like I accidentally weirdly framed that question in a somewhat violent and hostile way. And what I meant was, which city do your leaders reside in? Because we have refugees and we have a refugee crisis and we need to speak to them about it.
I mean, probably the first person to talk to would be Dorgrim over here in Dumpshire, and then
Dumpstead.
he could probably, or Dumpstead, and he could probably reach out to Maggie.
All right.
So she's like the leader.
I'm just gonna call this city the Dome.
The Dome.
It is a beautiful city, I'll have you know.
I'm sure it is.
Sure, it's great.
Let's go to the Dome.
Let's go to the dump.
Okay, so you guys walk out of the forest, headed up by Ken, who's walking you back towards Dumpstead.
Occasionally eyeing Maddie.
Yes. And all right.
I wonder if he's distrustful of Maddie because she's the only one that he can make eye contact with.
I think we're gonna go with this. I've been trying to figure out what the best music is for this place. So, all right. Put that over.
Along the way, he's
Let's do
also
this
like
one.
just whispering to Micah, kind of going like, so that little one over there, even though he's like literally the same height as her, he's saying that little one over there because he's including his ears and his height. She's not part of the Order of the Autumn.
I have no idea what the Order of the Autumn is, but I can tell you with certainty that you could just ask her and she would tell you.
Oh, she might try like biting me or something.
She, you know,
Can't trust the short ones.
ask from a distance.
Outside of biting range.
She did try to bite me once.
That's
Okay.
true.
That wasn't fair.
She did actually try to bite everyone, I think.
You know,
That
there's a
wasn't
theme.
fair.
Okay.
It wasn't my fault.
All right, so before we actually get to the city, Ken tells you all to stop, and he just kind of hops ahead away from Maddie and looks at Maddie. He goes, all right. You're not part of the Circle of Autumn, right?
I'm part of the Circle of Spores.
I don't know what that is, but...
Well, I don't know what the autumn is.
And he looks over at Micah like, is she telling the truth? Again.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I also don't know what autumn is, and Maddie and I have known each other for a really long time.
Okay. All right, good. You shouldn't. It shouldn't be a problem then.
Okay. Fantastic.
Because the guards might try hurting her if she was, or if you were, or he was. So okay.
Wait, hang on. You thought that she was just by looking at her.
Yeah, but you're with me, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
Can Maddie turn into a bunny right now?
Yes.
Maddie turns into a bunny right now.
Ken just stops and kind of gives you a belligerent look at you as the two glow buns kind of fall out off to the side of you too. And he just kind of bumps his foot. It's like, are you making fun of me?
I'm gonna look at Cheese and I'll be like, okay, you've got to carry at least one of them.
I'll carry. I can, like, I've got that weird. I don't know if papoose is the actual name, but I made like a carrying thing for Pecorino out of my scarf. I can carry everyone in it.
Okay.
It's not a papoose. What is that called?
A sling.
A sling. What is a papoose?
It's like the
something
baby
A
thing,
papoose
right?
is a food.
Okay, so me and Stevie say.
But it is like a
and I don't know
pocket
what it
food,
is.
isn't it? Like it's a filled dough, isn't
Like
it?
A papoose is a wrapper, actually.
Oh my god, I have to Google this.
All right, Google.
His real name is Shamil Mackey.
Oh, you mean like rapper? I thought you meant like.
Oh my god. I'm not wrong. It's just for the back. A papoose is a type of bag used to carry a child on one's back. So I have like a front papoose.
Sorry.
Somebody clip that.
But
He's
anyways,
hitting his foot pedal.
The more
right now.
you know.
Clip.
so I can carry Maddie and the glow buns in my. Well, how big of a rabbit is Maddie? How big of a rabbit are you?
Ken size.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll carry the
Just-
glow buns.
Just so you know, rather than having a front papoose, it's just called a baby sling.
No, I think
We're
I-
going with papoose.
Yeah, I think I like front papoose. It's fun to say.
Apparently-
it's fun for everyone.
Apparently, papoose is another word for backpack in the UK. I don't know if we have anyone in here in the UK that can confirm that.
Fancy.
But another word, another thing that it means is a North American Indian baby or young child commonly carried by its mother, bound up and strapped to a board or hung up as to be out of harm's way.
Why is that the longest definition of anything ever?
Here's the thing is that for the past, like, I don't know, 2 minutes or whatever that we've been talking about this, I have been trying to find ways to combine the word front and papoose to make it one word, and there's
Papoose.
no good way to do that.
Oh, I found a way. I mean, I have a word.
there's
down
a
here. I can
way.
say that on
Life will
stream.
find a way.
Papoose.
I can't. Stevie came down here and I cannot say what Stevie said.
Wait, someone just DM me what Stevie said.
You
Group chat.
DM Darth, because I just DM Darth, and then Darth can confirm it's the same thing.
Please tell me it's the same thing, because it's gonna be hilarious. And then I'm gonna share it with stream, whether Jesse
Okay.
likes it or not.
That's fine.
Darth's gonna be the one to do it.
It's a family stream-ish.
I put it in the adventurer chat, Darth.
Oh, let's see.
Or not. Well, this voice
In this
channel
chat?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, two wildly different things, but Stevie's is good.
Oh, no, that's good too.
I had to mute because she was trying so hard to say it on stream.
It's pronounced.
What did we say?
Motions was a fupa.
Front, upper, papoose area.
Can you not say that on stream? I bet you can.
I don't know.
Fupa, I think you can. I don't know if I can say papoosey on stream.
Well,
I
now
don't
you
think that's
did.
how it's pronounced.
Oh, man. All right.
Anyway, moving on. Town.
I feel like we got a little
yes.
off track.
End it.
So yeah, I have the the glow buns in my fupa.
So Maddie, you're saying you're like a German hare?
Motion
What?
needs a minute.
What?
Yeah. I think they're called. Hold on, there's some at my adoption center near me.
I want you to be one of those like lion bunnies. What are they called?
No, it's a Flemish giant rabbit. They're huge.
Oh, the lion head rabbits are the ones that I like because they're so fuzzy.
moly.
What?
I'm that sized.
Oh.
That thing is huge.
Wait, what are they called?
That
Flemish
is like a
giant
half
rabbit.
person.
There's like 3 of them up
Flemish
for
giant?
adoption at the shelter near me. I'm
Oh my
refraining.
god, you're such a big bunny.
That is literally.
Are you-
or look, the size of Ken, probably.
Are you taller as one of these bunnies than you are normally?
Probably.
Don't look so smug. Can I have no?
Hi, Steve.
My throat goat.
Yes, thank you. Oh my
Oh.
god.
I am taller as the bunny than I am Maddie. They get up to 4 feet long.
Yep, 2.5 to 4 feet, but you only live 8 to 10 years.
Unfortunate.
Here for a
Well,
good
every
time,
D&D
not for a
night I
long
only live like 1 to 2 with combat rolls. So it's fine.
It's fine.
Those are the best
All
ones
right.
anyway.
Oh
Also,
my
I
god.
What are you
think we
doing
just
again?
try
So
not to
I've-
get killed going in the city.
I've turned into a Flemish giant rabbit.
Okay, so you can carry yourself. We just have to
I
worry
could
about the
probably
glow
carry them.
buns.
I could probably carry them too if you just want to put up.
No, we gotta
boost on my
put 'em in the
back.
fupa.
Yeah, they're already in my fupa.
All right. Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm just-
that's right,
I'm just
Jesse's
letting you
here. I
guys
forgot
go,
about that.
you know?
If any advertisers would like to sponsor this stream, this is the kind of quality, family-friendly content.
Maybe
Yeah.
Jan Sport.
Why did you pin that?
I was waiting for someone to say something.
What did I miss? Oh no.
Look at the
Oh,
chat.
yeah.
Powder pinned the comment. All right.
We
Okay,
used
so
to
we've
do
got,
D&D here. You know?
we've got a party that's a majority of rabbit right now.
Sometimes you see a comment that's just so high quality, you have to make sure it's known when people enter chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, my Discord is going nuts. What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
Oh, Nola clipped the "I've got rabbits in my fupa." And then sent it to me.
Good enough.
Good job.
Good job. Okay, are we going into the city? Are we done with the rabbits and the fupas?
Yep.
And the papooses?
It's pronounced. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
let's go.
Let's
Ken just looks at
go.
Maddie, shakes his head, and just starts walking off.
I'm gonna follow Ken because he is Ken-enough for me.
There it is.
Oh, man. All
Oh
right.
wait, did Ken actually tell us his name?
No.
We should probably figure that out at some point.
Nola said as long as it's in your fupa and not your poopa, it's fine.
No, I keep a whole host of other things in my poopa.
Beautiful. Remember
Fantastic.
that conversation before stream? I still stand by my statement.
There might be something to that statement. I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
Okay,
Well, I'm
into
a
the
rabbit,
city.
so I can't really do much.
I'm following Ken, who may or may not have told us their name.
So Ken actually will, as we walk towards the city, again, as you get closer, Ken stops and he goes, "Oh yeah, I should probably know your names because the guards might ask, or somebody might ask when we enter. If I don't know your names, that's going to seem really suspicious.
Okay, so
So he turns around and rubs his hand on his pants. Oh, and by the way, I meant to mention this earlier. The gun he had, he stuffed inside his bag. And it just kind of went in.
The gun is over
the big
4
gun
feet
that's
long.
like his, yeah, he literally just dropped inside his bag, so.
okay,
You
you know,
a bag that's a 1.5 longer than you.
No, it's literally like a knapsack type thing on the side, you know?
Knapsack?
Looks like a messenger bag. He just kind of dropped it in.
It's like a TARDIS bag.
okay.
You got a 5 foot long backpack?
Just dragging it.
Just
behind
drags
him.
the ground.
I mean, it's not unbelievable, like, for you to have it. It's just crazy.
Jesse, what item in D&D can you put something in that doesn't take up and something that's bigger into something that doesn't take up as much space?
A bag of holding?
Yep.
Not
And
nearly
what
as
do
cool as the
artificials-
bagel of holding, but okay.
And artificials have the ability to do infusions. One of his infusions right now that are active.
All right.
Is-
Fair,
has bag
fair.
of
All
holding.
right.
I like the 5 foot long backpack idea better.
I forgot
Just
you could do that.
dragging.
Just drags behind him.
Oh, man. All right. Perfect.
All right.
Amazing.
Anyway, yeah.
So
So
he
this,
rubs his hand on his bag and he puts it out. I'm Ken. Nice to meet you.
Micah's going to look at Ken's hand and be like, "Okay, Ken. This blue guy here, that's Mozzarella.
Hey!
Blue guy Mozzarella, nice to meet you. And he swings his hand towards Mozzarella.
I'll shake his hand.
I do also love that you said he was Kenuff. And his name is Ken.
He's just Ken." This other rabbit, this giant, massive rabbit here. This is Maddie.
And he looks down at Matt and he's like, I guess I would be nice to potentially risk you biting me if you had hands, but you don't. So I'm just gonna air shake your hand. Nice to meet you, Maddie.
And then I am Micah.
Then he turns towards Micah. Nice to meet you, Micah. I'm Ken.
Nice to meet you, Ken.
He
Okay.
has his right hand extended, and he's just standing there looking at you, smiling. And he stands there, just staring.
Nice to meet you, Ken. Okay.
I'm just Micah doesn't do touch very much. It's actually strange she wants that arm back.
You know what? Shut up. Mind your business.
Just saying, it's that's
I
less
don't want it
hugs.
to. I don't want it to touch people.
Well, but if you don't have an arm, less people are gonna hug you. It's like
I feel
half
like-
a hug.
I don't know if an arm is a prerequisite for getting a hug.
It might be.
Could be.
All right.
I feel like if I had more arms, people would hug me less too. But
That's true. I've never seen anyone hug a spider.
Well, life goals.
I feel like I have.
You've hugged a spider or you've seen someone hug it?
No, I'm pretty sure like Charlotte's Web or something.
you will never find me close enough to a spider to hug it.
Just saying.
I talked to a spider. There's one in my bathroom right now.
Kill it with fire.
Burn the house down. Move to
No,
a new
he's just a little guy.
That room is now the spiders.
I don't like spiders either, but I do leave house spiders most of the time so that they can do their job.
We had a few
Yeah.
fruit flies this summer, and they're kind of like picking them off. So
But
We love a spider that does its job.
Yeah.
I
They're
actually
earning their rent.
murder every single spider I find in my house with zero regrets.
Jess is like D&D.
No, I'm like, now that we're talking about spiders, I'm like, great.
Where-
I haven't checked for
where-
spiders
Where?
recently.
so
Anyway,
Ken then kind of looks at Micah and just kind of does like finger guns It's like, oh, okay.
Finger guns we can do.
Not you, just Ken.
Yeah, you can do a finger
I get
gun.
one.
You can do
I
one
have
gun.
one.
He does too, and you're like, ah.
I'm gonna go to do finger guns back, and then to be like, oh.
Noon.
Okay, so we should get me an arm, and that other stuff, that we gotta do.
Maddie's gonna turn back into
Refugee.
Maddie when we get through the gate, by the way.
All right.
Just to preface that.
All right, so we walk to the city gate.
Yes.
Okay. Now that we've been on the city screen for the last 10 minutes, we actually go into the city. So, and it's a large town, not a city. Important distinction.
Yeah,
But anyway, you walk in and immediately are greeted by, and Ken, you would be familiar with these. There is a robotic, like a woman. You can see the woman's face, but she has lines around like her mouth and her eyes and stuff. And she has robotic arms, robotic legs. And in her chest is a large, like amber colored glass plate, like where her heart would be right in the middle. And inside, in fact, everyone roll a perception check. And in fact, let me try something. So I think I can
Are we
do
rolling
this.
or not rolling?
We
He's
are,
probably gonna
but
try doing passive.
there's an add-on module I have here that I never use, and I feel like it would be good to try to use it. That is just going to let me have you all do this. But of course, it says no tokens are selected, so I can't do it. But anyway, so yeah, all of you roll a perception check, please.
14.
13.
16.
Ken, you don't actually need to roll. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You would just know this. Anyway, so you can see that this woman Mazzarello would see that the woman in her like amber glass chest thing, you see like a hand just kind of floating in there, illuminated by some ambient light coming out from the inside of it.
I'm just gonna look down at Ken. Why is there a hand in that statue? That metal statue?
Ken looks over. Oh, is that the one with mine?
This is the what she looks like.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll move everyone out of the way.
Is there someone
He's like, I
trapped
can't look
in
up
there?
there. Is it a furry one?
What I have seen, is it like, did I see it like a human hand or a rabbit's paw or?
It's like it's a human hand, or humanoid at least.
The hand looks human.
And he just
This
kind of
is-
sighs. Ah. That's the guards.
So
It's a statue.
nope.
No.
And she walks over to you as you're approaching, and let's see if this button works. So
Also, I know she's not a statue. Mozzarella doesn't know that.
But
Well,
then
yeah,
as you
no,
say
I'm
it's a
just-
statue, I go, no, and it starts walking towards us.
I'm gonna just go.
So she walks back over to you, and I'm gonna test out my little voice effect here, see if it works. So let's see.
Welcome back, Ken. How was your trip in the forest?
I wave. It was good. I made friends.
Please designate names for friends.
You got Mazzarello the Blue Man, and I point at Mazzarello.
And she looks at Mazzarello and just kind of like stares at you for a second, blinks, and then moves to the next person.
What the
And
fuck?
then I look over at Micah and go, I got Micah the one person who doesn't shake hands.
And that is my full government name.
Okay, and then it blinks and then moves on.
Then I go. So then I go. You're not gonna shoot someone if I have them, come out, are you, or hurt them? And Ken starts rubbing the back of his head.
Why would you say it like that?
So,
because they're not mean. They're nice. They're not meanish, I guess. Not too mean.
Do not worry, Ken. Visitors are welcome.
No, okay, because they're not enemy.
Do remember
And point
that
down
if they wish to become citizens of Dumpstead, they must pay the tithe.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But anyways, I looked down at the rabbit. That one's actually a druid, and her name's Maddie, but she's not part of the order, so they promised me. Said don't hurt her.
Maddie turns back into Maddie.
So
Flabbergasted.
It is nice to meet you, Maddie, Mozzarella, and Micah, the one with the arm.
Did you say the one with a arm or the one with no arm?
the one
Both
with
are
a
correct.
arm.
Okay.
Error.
No, Nola. Well,
Wow.
actually,
My own husband.
actually, yes. But anyway,
The time Micah's other hand. But so I'm looking at the robot. Well, I don't know. They said they gotta talk to in charge. I'm guessing we should go talk to Dorgrim. But we might stop by my shop first.
No, we'll go to
Dorgrim's in
Dorgrim
town.
first.
He's available, right?
One moment, please.
and she just kind of like stares blankly ahead and then looks back at you and says,
Dorgrim is available.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Please head
Um,
to Dorgrim's office.
and then she gestures down the street towards the town hall, which you would know where that is.
yeah. All right, this way. And he starts hopping down the street.
Once we're like kind of what I assume is out of earshot, but who knows with these metal marvels, I'm just gonna go, what the I wouldn't swear, but I'd be like, what was that?
The protector?
No,
And he's like, I'm just glad they didn't hurt Micah, not Micah, Maddie, the little one, the tiny person. I'm glad
They didn't hurt me either.
You know?
was that a living being?
He stops and he thinks, and he's like, he thinks longer. Yeah, wait, no, yes.
Very fascinating. I've never seen a creature like that before.
He's not sure exactly how to answer it. He wants to say yes, but something, but it's like, I guess at that time, yes. Or maybe no. Then he stops in the road and starts to think. I never thought about it.
So
It's just the protector. Protects us, the guard.
as you're talking, you guys head into Dumpstead, which is a large town. It's dark. It's very industrialized, so a lot of the buildings are built up. Some of them are kind of like old, rundown wooden buildings, but there are newer buildings made out of like metals and stone, and some are like partially wood, some are partially wood and metal, but there's kind of a mix of like old and new, and it looks like they're in a kind of constant state of improvement and like rebuilding a lot of things. But there's also it's very kind of like the streets, the air is semi dirty from like heavy industry. They have a lot of blacksmithing, like you can hear echoing through the streets the sounds of hammers from like large machines, cranes and things like that, like moving things around, or shops that are building things. The cities are pretty bustling. There's lots of people moving around. There are also other robots like this one. A lot of them are kind of patrolling up and down the street. Nobody really thinks anything of it, though. So, you know, they're kind of like fitting into the normal society. So if, you know, for example, you brought it up and thought it was weird, nobody here would think it's weird at all. It has this heavy kind of like sooty smell in the air. It's kind of thick. It's not pleasant smelling for you guys walking in here, but somebody who lives here for a while probably wouldn't even think of it. And that, you know, there you go. So you are currently standing in the middle of the road on your way down to the mayor's house, which is sort of in like the central area of town, a little bit back from the river that runs through the middle of Dumpstead.
This place is different.
Very different. It is doing me a concern.
Actually, all of you,
I fear for my life.
everyone other than Ken, roll a perception check as well.
Okay.
Ken, I assume,
11. probably
knows everything, or at least a lot of things about this place.
Oh,
Must be
shit.
liquor. Maddie, the only one who's going to notice this is Maddie. Every single person in this town has either a robotic arm or a robotic leg.
Probably because she's at the level to see it all, too.
That's true.
The other two are too tall.
Well, Micah, looking around, I think this is the place to get you an arm because everybody has one here.
I'm sorry. Correction. Every adult.
Oh, every adult has one here. Fix it.
I would very much like one of these fancy arms. I don't know what they do. I'd like to learn more about these arms, but actually, you know what? No. Micah would not want to know. She just fucking wants one.
Well, we're gonna go.
So Ken just stopped in middle street. He just goes. He's gonna go. Looks at Mazur. Goes. I'm gonna go with alive, and then just keeps walking down the street.
Wait, does Ken,
Okay.
Ken has both his arms, right?
No, his left arm is robotic.
Left arm's robotic.
That's why he was asking if that one had a furry arm in it. He was hoping it was his.
Maddie's gonna
Starting-
further pocket the information.
Can I roll like Cheese's brain has deduced something? How do I make Mozzarella's brain deduce something?
What are you trying to deduce?
That, like, in order to be an adult in this city, you had the tithe is a limb so that they can make a guard out of your body part. In which point, Micah already doesn't have that hand. I don't think Micah's carrying that hand around.
I'm not. Although, when I
We
lost it,
just
I
never
probably
know.
should have thought of that, but...
Roll a investigation check for, or a intelligence check for Mazzarello, if you're
Are
concerned.
you
I mean,
smart enough?
Well,
you
he would've-
figured
he would have
you
heard me
figured
say
it
it
out,
to-
so it is reasonable that, you know,
Well, it's
he
a
could figure it out.
-1.
Negative.
Mazzarella's pretty dumb. Well, his score is.
Well, then roll
Just
a
try.
20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, never mind.
He's just like, wow, this is so cool.
Look, Mozzarella thought of something.
No,
It wasn't anything
actually,
good.
He just doesn't
Actually,
have the woods.
No, he
Mozzarella.
hit the 0. He literally thought of nothing.
Mazzarella is sitting there thinking, like, man, it would be really cool if somebody took like a large mechanical thing, put it on rails, fed it coal, and then used it to transport things. But no, that would never catch on. It'd be ridiculous.
That would never work. That sounds
Yeah.
stupid.
Jesse,
You just see
check
the
Ken
wind
chat
flow
for
by.
me.
What? Oh, I did
Check
see that.
Ken chat. Okay. You can just type the answer to it in there.
Yeah, I'll type the answer to you. I need like a minute to think on
Think
that.
on it. Yeah.
Secrets
All right.
don't keep friends. Share with the group.
No.
Secrets don't keep friends.
I certainly don't have any of those.
Say that for yourself, Micah. I'm gonna yell that next time Deke shows up.
I'm so mean to my friends. Okay. So who are we going? What is our plan for right now? Are we going to see whoever's in charge?
I'm trying
Or are
not
we going
to
to find an
die.
arm?
Oh, we're gonna go see whoever's in charge because Micah wants the arm so bad, and Mozzarella's still like, you
You haven't learned your lesson.
You haven't learned your lesson about grabbing things.
Okay.
Having
We
cool
have arms at home.
Yeah, see, where's the shop from here? Is it like on the other side in like a different area of town?
Your shop is on the northern shore. So Deadham is kind of Deadham. Jeez.
The dump.
Da dump.
The
Da dump. Anyway, Dumpstead is built around a river. So imagine like a semicircle, and the northernmost part of it is on like a little bit of an alcove from the ocean, and then a river of fresh water runs through the town.
Okay.
Micah's gonna lean over to Ken and be like, "Where's this shop you were telling me about?"
Oh, I didn't answer the question. So the shop is on the ocean part, or
Yes.
like on the northeast. So kind of like next to the river, next to the ocean, because you have, ships that you work on.
Is that far from where we are? Because I don't know where we are in relation to
So
that.
Ken looks at you and goes, "Sadly, we gotta wait because technically going to see Dorgrim's on the way to the shop, and we kind of got told to stop there anyway. So I don't want to, we should just stop."
No, that's cool. Y'all can stop. Where's the shop?
They're probably not gonna deal with you right away unless I'm there anyways. And he starts rubbing his head. I'm kind of the guy that deals with that there, so.
What is happening?
I'm drawing a map because I don't have an actual map.
I hate
So,
to say it looks like something else to me.
oh my god, leftmost arrow is where
That's
you
a
came in
uterus.
from.
Mm-hmm,
The arrow on this
Sorry.
arrow is where the shop is, and this arrow is where the town hall is.
All right. So I see what y'all see, but also I thought maybe it was like one of us getting bored and drawing like a bunny teeth and like a little nose.
Wait, can we draw?
I wouldn't disclose that information right now.
No.
That's a yes.
That's a yes.
Hold on.
That was a parent yes. I speak parent. I understood that tone.
So, anyways,
I'm not just looking for the drawing tools.
I'm not either. It's fine. I don't think I can.
Micah, I promise you we will get you an arm.
we'll go there right after. Don't worry, it's all good.
We got to talk to this guy first.
Look, here's the thing. Okay.
Mhm.
I understand we need to go talk to the guy. That's fine. We can go talk to the guy. And then we go get me. And I'm okay with that. I
Yes.
just need Ken to go with me.
Yes.
And Dorgrim probably won't see you all unless I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's go. Let's do the thing.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Ken starts walking forward. Do any of you speak dwarf? Sometimes when he gets mad, he starts yelling in dwarf. I never understand him. As he's like walking down the street, he's just babbling on.
I don't know if I technically speak dwarf. Let me look, but I feel like I should speak dwarf. Because
Where's Grimbeard when you need him? Oh, wait.
Where's Grimbeard when you need him?
Yeah, if I'm half dwarf and I spent some time in a dwarfen city, wouldn't I technically know
It's
speak
whatever you
dwarf?
selected. Let's see. Can I
Possibly.
I have primordial in common, but I didn't like.
I mean, if you lived in a dwarf city, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
who
just
knew
gonna
dwarf?
Wanza.
Yep.
Damn it.
Grimbeard probably did too.
That's probably why they got along so good. They probably came
What
and
is
had conversations with each other out in the open while talking out of Wanza's mouth, and you guys never knew what they were talking about.
Just
Oh, man.
don't. Nobody tell Jesse, and everybody go add Dwarven to their character sheet as a language.
I read all your character sheets. I know
How
all
How
this
dare you be a good
nonsense.
GM?
And he reads them so closely, he realized that I totally added him. I used the infusion of bagel.
That was in a
I almost
weird
said bagel
spot.
of holding.
And also, I didn't read yours yet.
I bought a bunch of items. They're all shoved inside the bag too, and everything. Ken is loaded right now.
right.
Oh my god.
You know, if Grimbeard was still with us, Micah might have an arm already.
I don't want
You
that
guys should have
arm.
just used. You guys should have taken Wanza's.
That's a good arm, Micah.
I want one of these cool arms like the bunny man has.
So as you guys are talking about Grimbeard and stuff, he's like, Grimbeard? I wonder if he's related to any of the other dwarves around here. And he starts thinking as he's walking down the street.
Roll a perception check for me.
Who?
You,
Ooh,
Ken.
Me?
Ken.
16.
All right. So you somehow managed to not walk past the mayor's house while you're thinking about this, and you
So Ken just... Well,
you stop out in front of the town hall. I should say, not the mayor's house. The town hall is a large industrial building. It is made out of stone. It's very like the architecture is much more advanced than anything that you guys have seen. And yeah, so that's where you are.
so Ken just kind of keeps walking and stops and looks to his right or left, whatever it would have been, and just kind of goes, oh, we're here.
Or
And he goes towards the front door. Actually, how many like people of my height is it just my family that are Harrogans, or like other ones in the city too? Like how many short people are in this town? They're like under like 4 feet, 3 feet.
There's a few other families of Harringons, but not a lot.
So
There are a lot of other short races, so like gnomes, halflings, dwarves.
So do me and Micah being normal-sized people kind of like really stick out?
No,
You
but
being
I'm
blue
just saying
probably
there is a
does.
healthy balance of, other, species. Like I said, gnomes, halflings, dwarves, humans, elves. There are not a ton of elves, but
Okay.
all right. So go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. So Ken walks up to the inn or to the town hall and probably opens the door for everyone that's like under 4 feet and walks in. It's like this way, without even thinking.
All right. So the town hall itself, large brick and stucco building, and you open these like big, ornate iron doors, and inside is this large wooden, like mahogany wood parlor with curved spiral iron wired staircases going up. It's very nice. There are large stained glass windows off to the sides and the back that look out over the river going by. Up the stairs, you see that there are a number of offices kind of in this area around like this sort of grand staircase going up. The mayor's office, you would know, Ken, is one of those.
Is there a receptionist here or no?
There is, right kind of, so the staircase, you know, like I said, goes up, and then there's the area around the top. The receptionist is right in the middle of that area.
All right. So I'm going to start walking up the stairs and wave to the receptionist and greet her.
So she's going to look back at you and be like, "Hey, Ken, how are you today?"
Oh, doing good, doing good. I got new friends here to see Dorgrim. He should know we're coming.
I don't believe he knows that, but he might. Go on up.
All right, thank you. And he starts hopping up the stairs. He
All
doesn't walk upstairs. He hops upstairs.
Everybody knows you.
Yeah.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Ken does stuff.
Yeah.
Ken's got
They
stuff
seem
going on.
friendly to him, so I feel like it's a good thing.
Ken just waves his hand again. Yeah, people know me.
Okay.
Outside
Alright.
of the mayor's office are two more of these automatons that are just kind of eyes glowing, staring at you walking up the stairs.
These things are creepy.
Ken,
Yeah, they make mozzarella uncomfortable.
Ken just knocks on the door.
Ken, you were expected. Please, go in.
Oh, okay.
and they open
he
the door
starts
for
knocking
you.
as they say this, and he goes, "Oh, okay." And he just opens the door and walks in.
So as you walk in, you see a large office lined with bookshelves, different desks kind of lining the center. Again, kind of continuing with the mahogany wood theme. It's very ornate. There's red carpets down the center of the floor. Several of the desks are just covered in papers. You can tell, like, from a first glance, they look like they're kind of schematics and street layouts of the town. In the back is a large iron window that looks out over the town square, or, you know, like a circle area right in the center or in front of the town hall building. He is kind of going through some paperwork and looks up and sees you approach, and he says, Ken, I knew you're coming. Welcome in. Who we got here? I was told by our friends here that you'd be bringing a few people by. Well, I'll be honest. I do know your names, but I don't know who to attribute them to. So, which one of you is Micah, the one with one arm?
I'm just gonna lift my nub.
All right. Well, that makes sense now. I understand the name. And which one of you is Matty?
Quietly gonna lift my arm because I'm still nervous about everybody.
Don't be shy. Welcome in, Matty. And you must be Mozzarella then.
Hello? Yes, yep, that's me.
Welcome to Dumpstead.
It's,
What can we do for you?
So, Jesse, as he's walking in, Ken's waving hi to him. And as he waves hi, he trips and falls on the carpet.
Oh, Ken, I'm sorry. And he runs over to try to help you, and he like smooths out the carpet where you tripped. I knew we had to have that fixed.
That's what the roll was for, to see if I tripped over the carpet. I said if I roll a 10 or higher, I'm not tripping. I roll a 9.
So he looks back at the guard or the robot that's in the room with you guys, and he says, I thought we were supposed to have this fixed last week.
I am sorry. I don't know what happened. We will have that looked at again.
Ken just like, that carpet's my arch nemesis. It's okay. He just looks down at his ankle and he's like, ow, now it hurts a little bit more.
Yeah, Ken, you do have to watch where you're walking a little bit. You tend to get in your head, you know?
And nods. True.
So,
Oh yeah, I don't know what they're here for. I just know they said they speak to leadership of the town about something. Or
Well-
maybe they did tell me and I forgot. I can't
Alright.
starts to think.
So onto that subject then. What can we do for you?
Well, hi, how you doing? This is a very interesting town. You have a lot of things here that we or I've never seen. A lot of advancements.
Really? Where do you come from?
Yes.
Are
Well,
you from
Slaps its hand.
Arpeggio?
It's like, I didn't.
No, we are not.
Did you come
We are-
from the south?
We came from the west, I think, right? I know.
It was west, yes.
My cardinal
Ken's listening
direction.
intently now. I
So
realize
we,
you never asked this.
Never run?
no, I think probably further west.
That'll help. Well, no, that's...
We took a boat here.
You're not from the Whisperlight Forest, are you?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know, sir. We're from. We are from a little valley, you could call it, called Stern Shield, but we sailed here from Villain Route.
Valen
Hey.
Eventually you'll get there.
Valenrout fell over 300 years ago. What
It
are you
did.
doing there?
It did. It totally did. And then there's a lot of backstory. So, in the little, I don't know if you would call it a valley, in the area we were in, which was surrounded almost on all sides by mountains, it seemed like, there was a god or demigod who was not a nice guy. That's kind of, sort of,
There was an uprising of sorts.
got resurrected, and part of that resurrection included an army of the undead. So that's not good. So we fled to Valenrout. And once there, we somehow
Wait a minute.
befriended.
You mean to tell me that you and other non-barbarian peoples have been living in a valley in the middle of the mountains in Valenrout?
I don't know if you would call it a valley. It'd be a really big valley, but yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
We
Well,
thought
There's a
Valenrout
whole
had been
bunch-
wiped out.
I would have thought the army of the undead part would be a little bit more incredible, but if that's what you want to focus on.
Well, yeah, it's a lot to take in all at once. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
just
fine.
amazed. How many more of them? How did you all get out?
No. No.
It's a shame.
We lost entire towns.
How many towns were there?
Jesse, I
At
don't
least
know.
3.
There were 3.
There were at least 3.
At least 3.
There was Fallhaven, Deadham, and Lakeside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
So,
Sternfield
and then
Keep,
the-
which is not technically a town, but
We know
Wasn't
for
there the,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, wasn't there also like the dwarven encampment?
there was a dwarven area there, but
That's the one that was like blown up where we found dead Grimbeard. Yes.
not that one. There was another one.
No.
And there was also an elven settlement, but those weren't their own towns.
Okay.
But there were 3 towns. We know for certain that one fell, and the assumption is that by now the entire area is overrun. So we escaped, and with several thousand refugees escaped into Valenrout, and with the assistance of our dear friend Wanza, who unfortunately is no longer with us, we somehow befriended the barbarians. And
Gods.
with the help of also dearly departed our friend Doma, we overtook the capital of Valenrout, and we are working to civilize the barbarian clans and rout out any dissenters and bring civilization back to Valenrout. We renamed the capital Doma. The reason for this visit is that we have so many refugees still, and some of them do want to stay in Doma, but your land is further away from the threat. And so we were hoping that you would accept refugees. We came here to speak to you first because we know of the raids that the previous occupants of Valenrout would attempt on your shores. And before we sent ships, we wanted to send a diplomatic envoy just to say, hey, we're not coming to raid. We need help.
Well, that was very smart of you. Hundreds of years of those barbarians raiding our shores have led to the Industrial Revolution you see outside of this window. And he moves over to the window and gestures out to the streets. They wouldn't have been like this if it wasn't for them and our leader. But yes, of course. I believe we should have room for those refugees. And then he looks to the robot in the room, and he says, well, we'll have to check with Maggie. Can you? And he just kind of gestures to it, and the robot looks back and says,
One moment, please.
Ken's ears are now perked up.
and then it, its eyes kind of close for a second.
Maggie is indisposed at a meeting of the Council of Weirheim.
We can wait. I have a friend here who is in desperate need of a new limb, and they won't shut up about it.
Wow.
That is fortunate. Maddie,
Not Maddie.
Maggie should be available in the next 2 weeks.
It's a little bit longer than we were expecting. That's fine. Would Maggie? So we do have.
Don't worry about it. Maggie is away at a council. They meet biannually, and I don't think they would have a problem. You can send your refugees here. We will find room for them. Maybe not in town, but we can set up a camp outside where they're welcome to stay.
Yeah, they're good people. I'm sure many of them will be willing to work. Couple other things. First of which being the ship we came in here on is moored to the west, and we would like to bring it here to resupply before the journey home.
Yes, of course. And he looks back at the robot again and says, make sure the ship is safe to come into the harbor, please.
Of course, Dorgrim. The ship will be welcomed into the harbor.
And then I assume that this is a conversation that we will have to have with Maggie, but if Maggie has any trade advisors or heads of commerce, as a fledgling duchy, we are looking to also open up lines of trade because
Well,
we need to be able to pay our people.
Fortunately, Maggie doesn't really bother herself with trade chats and the like. However, you can always talk to the automatons, and they'll get you in touch with who you need to talk to.
Is that what you call those? I've got to be honest. We don't have anything like that in Valenrout or Stern Shield, and they are creeping me out, man.
Oh, yes. Well, you don't have anything like Maggie, I assume. It's yeah, they're there's something.
Okay. That didn't really give me a lot of comfort, but I'll wait to talk to Maggie.
Have they mentioned to you the tithe yet?
They've said the word tithe
All
for
right.
citizenship.
Ken's like, no, we haven't brought that up.
43. Why don't you explain the tithe to these people here?
Of course, Torgrim. The tithe is a collection of human or other humanoid parts, which are used in the creation of phylacteries.
I think that made Mozzarella feel worse. He looks very concerned.
I don't feel great about that. That's going to be a hard sell for my refugees. Are they going to have to pay the tithe, or is that strictly if they live in town?
The tithe is for 18 and older citizens of Arkmagi. Anyone who's just visiting, if they would like to become full citizens, they will have to pay the tithe. But there's a little bit of a bonus. If you pay the tithe, you're gifted with a replacement arm, and he just waves his robotic arm, or a leg, or whatever you've given up for the tithe. And it's in some cases actually a bit more functional than the one you've given up.
Micah is just laser focused on these robotic arms.
Mozzarella's gonna like pull him aside and be like, if I gave something up, could they give me something back bigger than what it was? We'll talk.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I was not expecting that at all.
You know what? For you,
God.
Mozzarella, I hope they can. You deserve it. All the
God.
work you've put in.
We get to customize it, and we pick
Micah.
colors.
Is there a slider?
Maddie.
Yes.
So Ken's looking at your stub right now, just so you know.
Stop looking at my stub,
his
man.
stub.
My eyes are up here.
All right.
Anyway.
So in terms of finding whoever is in charge of the trade and local commerce, I should speak with one of the automatons.
Well, if you're looking for local, you can talk to me, or if you'd like someone higher up in Arkmagi, you can talk to the automatons. They can speak on behalf of Maggie on most things. In fact, they could even find you somewhere to settle if you're looking for that. But, you know, if you're going to settle here, I'm probably the one to talk to.
I don't know that we are going to settle here. I don't want to speak for the group.
I'm sorry, I meant your people.
Ah, okay.
The refugees.
Yes,
Settling
we will
would be
need
a
a
different
spot.
story, but somewhere that they can stay as refugees for the time being. Obviously, you know, we want to get them somewhere as safe as possible, as fast as possible.
Yes.
And I hope that this will be kind of a budding friendship with a new state.
Yes, we hope so too. We're bringing change to Valenrout, and it would be good to have alliances.
Well, it would be great for us too, obviously. Not to, you know, keep everything out in the open, but it's been a real pain having to deal with barbarian raids for as long as we have. And if you truly have gone in and taken care of that for us, then we owe you a great debt.
There are still some stragglers, but we are working towards routing them out.
Well, if we weren't already engaged within our own borders, we would offer you some soldiers to help you out. But for right now, we can, of course, offer trade and somewhere to stay. If our situation here changes, we are more than willing to send... Well, I guess that would be up to Maggie, but we would probably be more than willing to help you out.
I do want to, we're going to put a pin in this, because I do want to talk about the conflict within your borders, because not to put the cart too far ahead of the horse here, but this whole demigod situation, I feel like is going to be a big problem for everyone.
It does seem
Not
that
just
way.
us. So, if we got problems within your continent, we probably got to get those wrapped up so we can have sort of a unified front.
Well, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do that, but hey, if you're willing to try, then I guess talk to 43 over here.
Do they not have actual names? Are they just numbers?
Are you asking me or are you asking him?
Him.
We have names. This one is designated DS0043.
We were thinking
TS, like T as in Tom, and
D.
S as in Sam?
D.
Oh,
as
I
in-
was hoping it was TS because I was about to call that thing Taylor Swift.
There might be a TS.
Ken just leans over
Does
and
it
goes,
sing?
they don't tell us which one our arms go into. That's why I'm trying to find it, but so high up I can't see in there.
Is that your goal, Ken, is to find your arm that was missing and get it back?
I don't want to get it back. I just want to know which one has my arm.
Okay, you just want to, okay, you want to know where it is. Okay, that's
They don't tell
easier.
us.
That's easier than finding it and getting it back.
No, that's part of the no. Ken's like, I like this better, and he waves his robot hand.
Speaking of which, I forgot
Actually,
this guy's name.
Dorgrim.
Dorgrim.
Not
So
to be confused with his evil brother, Dorg Rim.
It's okay, Jesse. You can swallow your drink.
don't die.
Yep, I forgot about that.
We appreciate your help. We do. I don't know if we need to go through you or 43 or 22 or 69, but we would like to set up a meeting with Maggie. We will send out word for our ship to get here and restock, and then we will send them back to start bringing the refugees in.
Wonderful.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. We
Yeah, of
appreciate
course.
They're good people.
We're happy to have them. Anyone who helped take care of our barbarian problem is a huge help. Actually, that will allow us to free up some more resources to deal with our other problem.
Well, that should not be there. We did have on the way here. We did run into some issues with pirates, but no barbarian raids.
The odd pirate isn't a huge concern for us. It's the 30 or 40 barbarian ships with axe-wielding maniacs who just show up on the shore out of nowhere.
Yeah, that should stop.
Appreciate it.
Mhm. Technically, I'm not one for titles, but if it helps, technically, I'm kind of the acting, we'll say interim Duke of Doma at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lord. And he kneels
No,
down immediately in front of
And
him.
I'm saying, no, get up. I'm only telling you that so that you can relay that information to Maggie if it is pertinent.
I'm just gonna make clear: as Dorgrim bows, so does Ken. He just
Both
follows
of you
his lead.
I'm saying, get.
He just kind of looks confused and just follows Dorgrim's lead.
I said interim. Get up.
Interim or
Ken
permanent,
kinda
it doesn't matter.
Ken looks at Dorgrim to see if he's standing up before he does.
A duke is a
He's just
duke.
falling.
I'm not. Look at just.
And then he's gonna turn around and smack 41 or 43. I'm
No.
sorry, in the leg.
God damn it.
This
I
is
don't-
fantastic. I love this.
I I want it to be clear that information is only, I don't want anybody else here to know that information's only for Maggie in case it helps with any of our discussions going forward.
As he slaps 43 in the leg, which is ridiculous because she has metal legs, she's going to look down and say,
As a phylactery of Maggie, I do not hold rank, but we are technically at equal rank.
and so she does not bow.
I love it. I love it. You and me, we're friends. Can you tell them to stop bowing, please?
Dorgrim, this one requests that you rise from the floor, as well as Ken. Please stand.
So Ken hops to his feet. Then walks
As
over
does
to
Dorgrim.
and helps
Sorry.
Dorgrim. He walks over and helps Dorgrim get up if he needs it.
No, Dorgrim just gets up, but he is
Okay.
Dorgrim is very old, so he's kind of like he's able to get up on his own, but he appreciates the help from you.
And I'm just gonna say, okay,
Thank you.
if you really hold my status as Duke that high, I don't know that I technically have the ability to command you, but I'll give you a ducal command to not frickin' bow again.
Well, fortunately, I am from another state other than yours, so I will not be following that order.
Your
And
word
he-
means nothing here.
He just kind of smiles or smirks
43,
at
can you
as he says
help
that.
me?
Man, you went from being creeped out to friends with this robot real quick.
This robot's the only one. Like, I understand that it didn't bow on a technicality, but like, I'm like, all right, I like you, robot. All right. I don't want to take up too much more of your time here. We would like to set up a meeting with Maggie, but I can feel the daggers in the back of my head from Micah's eyes because she wants to go locate a new arm. So we're going to go do that.
Everyone roll a quick perception check.
Should I do that?
No.
Yes. Yes, Ken, you should also do that.
Oh, I can't see what my number is because it's hidden.
Ooh,
Oh,
22.
The lowest
24.
was 18.
Maddie.
So as you are standing there, you notice like the robot's eyes kind of blink closed and start, blinking really quick for a couple seconds, and then it seems to tune back into you.
What was that?
I was calling on another designated DS-0041 to provide an escort.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fancy.
This is
I feel like
very interesting magic. Go ahead.
At the farm, we just shout really loud.
I feel like Ken knows the way to his own shop, so the escort seems unnecessary.
The escort is not for Ken. The escort is for the Duke.
God damn.
God damn it, Marcelo.
You know what? Micah needs some supervision. I'll take it.
You're not wrong. Let's hope Deke does not pop up in this fucking town.
So,
Who is
anyway,
Deke?
Nobody.
he a friend
It's
of yours?
fine. Nope,
Yeah,
it's
who
good.
is
We're
Deke?
fine.
Micah?
Anyway, new arm. Bye. See you later. Micah's gonna leave.
It was nice to meet you all.
Yes, come back anytime. We are always here to help, and please just give me a heads up when your friends will be coming. And 41, if you could get that moving along so we are ready when they get here, please.
Thank you, Dorgrim. This is I feel like the start of a great relationship for us.
Of
We will be
course.
seeing
And
more
then
of
he
each other.
reaches out to like shake your hand as you go to leave.
I shake his hand.
You've got a strong handshake there, lad.
Thanks. I'm half dwarf.
Ah, I thought so. And he like punches you in the rib.
Oh, wow.
I, only half dwarf.
That was my human half.
Oh,
So you have pretty good constitution.
I do have
jeez.
pretty good constitution.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's I'm good. No, but
Okay.
yes.
Please refrain from assaulting political figures.
It's fine.
Wait.
It's fine.
Did Dorgrim hit him with his robotic hand?
No. His robotic hand is his left.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would punch you back, but I don't know what the robot would do about that. So.
Yeah, no, that's more than fine.
So,
All right.
Ken's now looking at Dorgrim's robotic hand and is like staring at it. It's like, you're past due for maintenance, aren't you?
Yes, Ken. Your mother was just yelling at me for that this morning. She was worried about you, by the way.
Oh gosh, oh no. Oh no. You didn't
Yeah.
tell her I went outside the city, did you?
Something right the. Oh, no, I didn't know where you were.
Oh, okay, good. Whew. Oh no, she's gonna know anyways. His eyes just wide and realizing when he brings them in.
I informed Mary of Ken's whereabouts.
Oh. He looks really sad.
Poor
Like,
Ken.
Poor Ken.
Thank you, Dorgrim. I'm gonna go get yelled at now.
Good luck, Ken. Tell Mary we said hi.
Alright, I'll let Mom know.
And he kind of waves as you guys head out.
Dang
So
it,
you,
dang it.
y'all walk out of his office and you go down these. Oh,
I trip again.
jeez. What?
I rolled an acrobats and got a 9 again.
Why are you rolling acrobat? Your dexterity is 16.
I know. You shouldn't be tripping on this rug.
Why are you
but
rolling
he
to see if
is.
you trip? How bad are
'Cause
you
I
at
think
walking?
It's funny. It's just a rug.
I'm going to use this moment to take a bio break real quick.
All right, yes. Let's take a quick 5-minute break here while we're going over changing the set.
It's a big fancy rug that gets like
You
bunched
don't
up.
mind? I'm gonna run too really quick.
Yeah. Okay. Motion and cheese. You guys go first. I'm probably gonna have to go do that too. So when you guys get back, I will run. Also, I'm gonna take the opportunity to thank Darth for the sub at the beginning of the stream, which I forgot to shout out because we were talking
You're
about
welcome.
stuff. Thank you. And how's everybody else doing out there? Nola, hello. I didn't get a real chance to say hi to anyone, so I'm sorry. But Nola, hello. Sammy, hello. I think I saw Beefy up there. Yep, Beefy, Stevie, hello, hello. All right. So, what do you guys think of the robots?
I am very concerned about these robots and this tithe that they're collecting. I feel like whatever problems they're having in this city, these robots are going to be a bigger problem at some point.
I don't know why you would think that the tithe would be an issue.
Look, I don't think the tithe itself is an issue. What I'm more concerned about is why the robots want the human parts.
Technically, they're just humanoid parts.
Well, why they want other body parts.
You could ask them.
I could, but Micah's not a big question asker. She's more of just a wing it.
No,
And so far, it has only lost her an arm.
and a
Part of an arm.
Grimbeard and a Mwanza.
Okay, but
True.
okay, Grimbeard was my fault. Mwanza would. Oh shit, Mwanza was my fault. Okay, never mind.
I don't know if my clip button is working, but if it is, we're gonna have a bunch.
So I would be honest with you. I'm gonna, as they're walking to the shop, Ken will probably be telling you. So yeah, we're probably gonna take the rest of your arms. So technically, you're gonna be a citizen when that happens, as you're walking along with them. So Ken would be telling you that as you walk.
I feel like any robot that gets my half of an arm that's still here is. Do they use the body parts to function? I've got questions. Micah doesn't have any questions, but I've got questions. Where's Cheese? He's the question asker.
These are
Jeez,
my
Maddie.
favorite thing that I think we've done for this campaign so far.
The robots.
The robots.
They're cool.
I did not 100% come up with these, and I will not tell you where I got them from.
Like, from a player standpoint, like, just seeing the game, I think they're amazing. As someone actually playing the game, I am very worried.
I want,
Yeah.
I feel like I should tell you where I got them from as like a shout out to the person whose idea I used for these. But at the same time, if I did, then it would give you too much information if you went and looked it up. So I can't say anything. But
Oh,
hold
yeah,
it to
well,
your
keep it
chest.
to yourself.
yes. But they are really, really cool.
Secrets don't keep friends.
Cheese, I need you to ask more questions about these robots, because I have concerns.
I'm pretty sure Mozzarella also has concerns.
This is the conversation we were
I'll be right
having
back.
while you were gone.
Uh-huh.
Is that I, as in Darth myself, am concerned about these robots and why they want human parts, but Micah could give a shit less. So I can't ask. Somebody else has to ask.
I'm too scared to talk to any of these people. I know
Yeah,
that I was welcomed in, but like that could change real fast.
I also have questions about that, but I have a feeling this whole Oath of Autumn has something to do with their Order
Order of Autumn.
Order of Autumn has
I'm not
something
losing
to
any
do with
limbs.
with their conflict, their internal conflict.
Mhm.
So I'm sure we'll have to probably deal with that at some point. I should have asked questions about that, honestly. But I'm very concerned about these I'm very concerned about these robots walking around with cut off limbs inside of them.
Yeah. I'm concerned about why they want them, if they need them to function, or if they're just like, they like to have a collection.
But depending on how closely you're listening to Ken talk to like Micah as they're walking, Ken will totally be talking to Micah about how she's gonna technically be a citizen and everything else as we walk.
Well, but she doesn't have a limb to give up. She's
They're gonna-
He
basically
said
They're going to take
her
the
arm.
rest of it. It would be
What's
an
left is-
entirely new arm.
oh, so they're gonna take the nub.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
lose
well,
my nub.
Then the nub qualifies.
It'll be easy to tell which robot's your robot because you'll see a nub inside of its chest.
Yeah, instead of having like the handprint on their chest, it's going to be just a little like a nub print.
a little nubbin.
A little nub.
Yeah, this is sufficiently kind of almost leaning towards grimdark, so we really gotta mess that up for Jesse.
We've got to ruin it somewhere.
Oh, hi, Jesse.
Hi. Yeah, I leave my headset on when I go. So
Yeah, I would say if you don't want a robotic arm, just don't lose an arm. Or have Grimbeard on standby.
yeah. All right.
Well, he's on standby,
Let's get back to it.
standing by a mountain.
Hey, go.
All right. So you guys walk back down the iron staircase and out of this large mahogany stone brick building and out onto the street. And standing there is another one of these identical robots. Or they should say they're mostly identical. This one, you know, you could tell like each of them has a different body part in that chest cavity. So some of them have like feet, hands, arms, legs. Some have organs. So it doesn't really. There's nothing like uniform about what there is in there.
Wait a
Does
minute.
she see any of the organ he was asking about?
No, this is a family stream.
When you say organs, are you suggesting that somebody gave up like a kidney and got a robot kidney in its place?
If someone like died or something, they're not, they're not going to waste them.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
Robot kidney would be beyond the scope of what they can prosthetic, but
Okay,
Robotic heart.
but we're organ harvesting from the dead people for the robot.
Oh, it's right up your alley. Organ, souls, what's the difference?
What's the difference? You know, I get it. It's fine.
Ken, you
So
would
we
know.
have-
Ken would know the reason that there would be organs. They're not just harvesting from dead people, like without permission.
They got a little donor card. They die with that card on them. They can take their organs.
So I'm just gonna like once we're out, and I assume we have a robotic escort because I'm the Duke. So it's still like the robots are still kind of on my mind. I'm just gonna ask Ken. Ken, why do they need your limb? Like, are they powered by flesh?
Ken just goes, phylactery. That's why. And then he looks over at the robot. I mean, I don't know. I know, like, why. It's just.
All right, Ken.
He turns his head and starts thinking again as he walks. It's like,
And I'm gonna.
I did explain this to you, Powder, correct?
I think you did, but it's been so long since then. I don't know where it's at. I've been trying to look for it.
Would you like me to fill in the gap for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ken would explain to you all that the reason that they have these parts in them is because they are phylacteries for Maggie, who is a lich.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
Is Lich bad?
Not inherently.
Are you sure about that?
Let's just pretend that not only does Mozzarella have a low intelligence score, but Cheese also has a low intelligence score. And he doesn't 100% remember what a Lich is.
A lich is a supreme undead being who has basically killed themselves in order to obtain like immortality through undeath. So Maggie, as far as Ken knows, Maggie essentially became a lich through mechanical means, and has created an army of these automatons as phylacteries that have a collective shared consciousness that she can swap between any of them at any point.
That's concerning.
Yeah, this is doing me a big concern.
But Ken would also go on to explain why she did this, which would be due to all the fighting to help protect the people.
Yes.
I feel like that is certainly what Ken believed.
Oh, yeah,
And-
definitely be telling you how he would not be here and all these other people and everything else, and due to the raiders and.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she did this during the as they were losing a war with the orcs. So
Kind of like a never mind. Okay. Okay.
okay. So that is what Ken knows about this.
All right.
You're also
This
free
is-
to ask any of the robots or anyone else if you want more information.
No, that's enough for me to go off of for now.
All right.
Mozzarella is just like thinking, and you can see the steam coming out from his ears because he's just so dumb.
Okay, so are we heading toward the shop? Is that what we're
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So another one of these robots appears in front of you and says,
Duke Mozzarella, I am here to escort you and your party to Ken's shop.
Interim Duke.
Interim Duke.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
All right, lead the way to. Well, are you leading the way, or is Ken leading the way?
Ken kind of just swooped around and kept walking.
All
I
right,
am here
follow me.
merely as an escort for you.
Nope. All right. Well, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome.
I'm gonna peek inside and see if I see a rabbit's paw in its chest.
um, this one has a foot.
All right. Where's
I
Babe?
feel like the rabbit's paw should be inside of whatever robot is named 69.
Okay.
Nice.
RB69.
So you walk along this cobblestoned road, and first thing you notice, it's exceptionally well paved. I mean, you would have actually noticed this before, but it's exceptionally well paved. This part of town is kind of sootier than the rest. The air is a little heavy. It's got this strange mix of like metal smoke and sea breeze as you approach Ken's shop, which is a large old building, wood, brick kind of at the first level, and then wood at the second level and up. It is very big and leads out and has its own dock because they take in ships in their shop.
Don't forget what the shop's name is. I just posted it in the chat.
I'll let you reveal that.
Oh, okay. Let me know when.
Yeah, so Ken will introduce you to Ken's shop.
All right, so as we get to the front of the shop, Ken just stops and waves his hand. Welcome to Ken's Emporium of Novelties.
All right.
Okay. Nice.
Nice
Spells
shop,
Ken.
Yeah, my father named it.
Okay.
So is the statue still around, or did we not actually go with that?
The statue is going to be right out front.
All right, so just ignore that statue. It's my father.
Is it
Well, no.
also a rabbit?
Oh yeah, it's a rabbit. It's probably
Okay.
way oversized too for a statue of a rabbit.
I feel like I can't ignore it because you've drawn attention to it.
The statue of Ken's father is the only statue of a Harangon in the entire town.
Oh, well, look at that. Prestigious.
Famous explorer, inventor, disappeared on his family. You know, all around person.
My family disappeared too.
Never did find that milk.
What a dad thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
So,
anyways,
If you have daddy issues, I think we might be your group.
I didn't even think about that, but he just clapped his hands. Anyways,
All right.
that's
So-
my dad. And then he walks up to like a door. There's probably like two doors in the front. One larger door for normal size, then one for smaller. And he opens the smaller size. Do you guys mind going without even thinking? He's not doing it for you, just without thinking. He opens up the smaller door. Do you mind going in first so maybe my mom won't yell at me as much if you're in first?
As you
Sure.
open the door, you hear from the inside, Ken, I know that better not be you.
Actually, she wouldn't yell Ken. She would have yelled out the other name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God, what was it? Message me
It's
that,
in
please.
chat. It's in
thank
chat.
you. So
I can't
as
believe you forgot
you
that.
open the door, I remembered that, and then I forgot what it was, even though you'll see.
She won't yell the last name. She's just gonna yell out that word.
Yep.
So
So as you open the door and you start asking them to go first, you hear, Munch! I know that's not you! Going outside of town again? What do you think you're doing showing your face here? And then you see like a shoe just go flying and hit the wall like right next to the door.
his ears just droop, and he's just like, "Never mind," and he just sighs.
I'm just gonna look down at him. I'm gonna look down at him and go, Munch?
And he just looks at you, and he just kind of starts walking in.
I lean over to Micah. I don't know if I'm more scared of the town or her.
Definitely her.
Okay.
We should probably go inside though.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna walk through the
we
big
have
people
guests.
door.
as you
Don't throw
walk into
shoes.
the front door,
Where did you get a shoe? We don't wear shoes. And he picks it up, and he's like, "She threw that on him." Oh.
She made it specifically to throw at you.
can roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And as you guys are walking in, the robot is going to say,
I will wait here for you.
That sounds safe.
Yeah.
It's probably smart.
Ken, you are holding this shoe, which looks like a slipper, but recognizing what it is, you have just enough time to toss it as it like arcs with electricity and starts like zapping everything else in the hallway, and then finally sputters out, and it's like as it's circling around on the floor, sparking out at different things. And then the rest of you, as you're walking in here, you smell this like overwhelming smell of stew, like meat stew. It's very like welcoming. And that's coming from the left. To the right is a large opening into what looks like a mechanical shop that swings around and then has a kind of like a window looking out on the street, so you can see in and then see a lot of like the different mechanical things that are being made inside of here.
Can we tell which direction the shoe came from?
Came from the kitchen direction,
Darn.
which is off to the left. And
Okay.
then further back is another even larger section of warehouse, which opens out into like a dock area. So there's like a small ship in there being worked on by another small rabbit, or herringon, I should say. And then you hear like as Ken's mother, Mary, starts to jump over here. I know you weren't out in those woods again.
Okay, I was in the woods, but I met some people, and
What were you doing in the woods? You know the woods are dangerous.
I brought the robot with me. I mean, he fell apart, but I brought him with me.
And where is the robot?
And he just stops, and he's just like, he has his finger up, and he just kind of puts it down, like, in the woods still?
That's what I thought. And she grabs you by the ear and starts to drag you back into the workshop.
Ah! He's like, this way.
When you say that, she turns around and notices that there's other people here, and she just instantly drops you and then says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, my name is
I fall to the
Mary.
floor.
Welcome. Welcome to Ken's Emporium of Novelty. How can we help you?"
Maddie tightens her hat down on her head.
My name is Micah, and I'm in the market for a new arm. Check out my nub.
Oh my goodness. Most people have their arms removed here while we are working on their prosthetics. Do you have your writ?
My what?
Your writ from the state,
Yes.
so we can provide you with a free arm.
Okay, so
He's on the ground
here's
rubbing his ear.
the thing. I lost this arm prior to getting here.
I don't understand what you mean.
Okay,
So,
so
Yeah, why don't you explain what happened?
Ken, what are
Yeah.
they talking about?
here's the thing. Okay, we are not from here. We came from Stern Shield all the way to the
as
west.
you say you're not from here, she instantly like puts an arm in front of Ken, moves back, and grabs the slipper again.
No, like it's look. Ken, great guy. Love him. He's fantastic. Not here to do anything wrong. I lost half of my arm, was pointed in this direction to get a new arm. Was hoping you could help me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Maddie steps behind Mozzarella in this instance.
12.
All right. So she looks you up and down. She doesn't seem like incredibly convinced by your speech, but she looks you over for a good minute. Puts the
Yeah,
shoe.
I bet I don't give the best first impression off of looks alone.
She lowers the shoe and she says, Ken, what have you gotten into today?
To be fair, we sort of happened upon him. He wasn't like looking for us. Like this was a chance encounter.
Well, all right. Do you have the means for this, Ken?
I think I got something in the shop that should work, and then I was like,
You
I think
better.
the rest of her nub will be just fine for the tie.
I've been doing the books today, Ken. It's not looking good this month.
Oh, they're out of town, aren't they? Oh, they're talking about trade, Mom. They're talking about trade, but they're out of town.
Yeah,
This-
May
this- my
and
sisters.
Marissa are down in Hang on, I forgot my own town names. They're down in Edinburgh Keep trying to open up some, means of new business because you keep working on these crazy contraptions and not making us money.
Well, hi, I'm Mozzarella. I would like to interrupt.
Hello,
just for a
Mozzarella.
moment.
It's
He's a
very
dude.
nice to meet you.
He just interrupts you because, Mom, he's
I
a dude.
told you not that. As a ducal order, I told you to zip it.
You brought a duke in our house and you didn't tell me? What is wrong with you? And she picks up the slipper again and whacks you across the shoulder with it.
You know what? Actually, you deserved that one. Anyway.
And then after she does that, she bows down in front of you and says, Your Majesty, welcome. What can we, I'm sorry, come in. And then she like rushes you all into the kitchen and starts getting like different bowls and pouring some stew into it. And she goes and she grabs different
And
like vegetables and stuff.
Jesse, as this happens, I'm going to grab, as she rushes them in, I'm sure she's going to try doing all of them. I'm going to grab Micah. Let's go this way. Then we're going to grab Micah and go down the opposite way.
I'm just gonna like frown at him for doing
Roll a
this.
stealth check.
Who's rolling the self check? Me?
You and Micah.
Okay.
And you get Cheese's ire.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Let's see, stealth.
Much better.
Yeah, she doesn't notice.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go in the kitchen and I'm gonna say, please, you don't need to fuss. I don't like to be fussed over. This whole Duke thing was an accident, not accidental, but kind of a happenstance situation. It's potentially temporary. I don't know yet. That's neither here nor there. Just settle down. Here, what goes great with stew? Bread. And I'm gonna have Meffrey make a bunch of bagels.
What is this?
It's Meffrey. Say hi, Meffrey.
Hi.
It's Meffrey. He
Wait,
just
Oh god, I
Sucks.
forgot about Meffrey's voice.
yeah, he's a bagel boy.
Oh my
He's a
gosh.
great-
Bagels.
Yep.
Wow. Can I?
We're gonna break bread together.
Oh,
We're equals.
I haven't
we're
had bagels since this morning.
So long.
It's been a while for me too.
Forever.
And I'm gonna get like Asiago ones that would dip really well in like a hearty
Ooh.
stew.
Well, now I'm hungry.
That sounds so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can Maddie have a blueberry one?
Okay, can I just point out what Beefy just did?
Oh
Yeah, I
so
think we
tier
need
1
to-
sub to Bagel Boy.
Oh my god. Beefy.
Boy.
Beefy, thank you for the 2 gifted subs to Not the
Beefy.
Shoe and Bagel Boy.
So like I'm just trying to calm her down, just so she understands, like she doesn't have to fuss over me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring up to her like if your daughters are looking for business opportunities, I'm not. This is gonna sound really like war profiteering of me, but I got a whole war-torn land that we just cleared of barbarians that's gonna have a lot of injured people that may need new limbs. They'll be real appreciative of prosthetics.
Oh, really? Well, they would have to pay for them, though. I'd hate to profit off of pain, but our books for this month aren't looking too great. And unfortunately, my son Ken, sorry, not Ken. My son Munch, he has a knack for tinkering and, well,
I think maybe we could work something out where my land creates a government program to where you make arms for my people and I pay you for them rather than my injured people paying you.
well, that would work. Of course. I mean, we wouldn't need much, just at least enough to cover the costs, which, you know, isn't. We'll work it out, but I appreciate that. We would love to help.
Yes. Hopefully that helps ease the burden of getting my foolish friend a new arm.
Of course, we can work out the details. We don't have to do it right now. I'm sure you're hungry. Where did you say you were from?
Valen route.
Violent route. And she just like drops everything immediately. I'll spare you having to retell the entire story again. So we'll just say that you guys tell her the entire story, and she is like glued.
I do this while helping her pick up the stuff that she drops.
Okay. Wow. So there have been people in Violent route this whole time?
Yeah.
We had no
Yeah.
idea.
I mean,
We've been.
barbaric people, but people.
Well, she's talking about the people in Stern Shield.
Mm-hmm.
We would have. Well, I don't know. We've had enough time, a hard enough time defending our own borders from those barbarians. I don't know if we could have gotten in there to rescue anyone, but oh, geez. I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all that for so long.
Well, honestly, up until the point that, you know, the demigod was raised from the dead and created his undead army, we were doing fairly well for ourselves, you know.
Really?
It rarely came up that, you know, we knew the barbarians were over there and then there were mountains and we kind of just had a nice, simple, quiet life in a houseboat. And a little bar that we liked to hang out at. Oh, God. Yeah.
Sorry, I got
Beefy.
distracted by Beefy. Beefy,
Yeah, let me
thank
point
you.
out- I gotta point out something real fast though. The names in a row, you know, or whatever that is, read what it spells going down. I just find it funny, the coincidence. It's cab.
Cab.
Cab. I just find that funny, that's all.
My dumbass was like BBB.
Read it's going down.
Beef, beef, beef.
I love Beefy calling out Beefy.
I know.
Okay, Whirl is here too. Hi, Whirl.
Hi, Whirl. Thank you, Beefy.
Whirl.
That 5 subs. My gosh.
My
You owe Beefy a lot of
goodness.
rolls now.
Yes.
We do owe a lot of.
Oh, Beefy, you get to roll on the table.
True.
Do you want me to roll for you, or do you have a D10 handy? I only have 10 things for the non-combat table.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'll roll a d10 for you on screen.
Well, I was going to do that, but that's fine. You
But
do it.
mine's orange,
That's true.
which is better.
Roll.
Roll.
Roll!
Where's a d10? Are you a d10? You're a d10. Here you go.
That's the one with 10 sides. Hey! Oh my god. All right. All right. That's a 10. So 10 is, of course, the best outcome. So what is 10? 10 is... allow a random player to receive guidance or advice from a deity.
Oh no.
Who's the random player? You want me to roll a d4?
I'll
We'll
roll a
find out.
d4.
All right, so who's
Wait, but
playing?
who's what number?
All right, we're gonna go in order of what I see on the bottom for people on my player tray. So I've got Mazzarello, Micah, Maddie, and Ken.
Okay.
Mazzarello
From a deity,
from a deity.
and I'm allowed to do what?
So the official thing is receive guidance or advice from a deity or powerful celestial being.
Oh. Okay.
Does this happen when he chooses, or does it happen right now?
You don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, I would prefer not to call a deity into Mary's kitchen.
I might get hit with a shoe.
Yeah, I might get hit with it too.
She's just gonna faint. Poor lady. All right, so you can store that for later. Just don't forget you have it.
Yeah, I'll try and use it tonight if we get a moment where we're not gonna, literally explode someone's brain with the sight of a deity.
All right.
Thanks, Beefy.
Thank you, Beefy, for summoning a god and derailing the whole campaign, probably. I always hope that something like that happens, and that's why I put it on that chart, because I was like, I have this whole prayer chart that you guys can use to pray to a god, and nobody ever uses it. I've had it for years in all of my games, and clerics don't use it, paladins don't use it, nobody uses it. You have a
Somebody
god.
use it.
But anyway,
Yeah, you killed them.
well,
No, you had someone use it on a game before, Jesse, and got the 100.
yeah, you used it once. You were the only person
Yeah.
who's ever used it, and it wasn't in this game though. But
Oh,
But they could have.
No, it was a different game.
it was a different game, and he is the only one who's ever used it,
And got it.
and you got it, which I don't know why I would be surprised. That's how your rolls always go.
unless
right.
they're death saves.
Death saves that have a +3 to the roll.
All right, getting back on track.
Yes.
So she is astonished by your story, and you work out this whole deal. So she's more than happy to assist as much as she can with all of the refugees. And there was, where did we leave off exactly? You were telling her that it wasn't as bad. Forgive me.
Beefy again.
Oh yeah, just that life in Sternshield was actually kind of nice and quiet and peaceful
Well,
until
Rugs.
undead.
until the Fire Nation attacked.
Yep.
Mhm.
That damn Fire Nation.
Wow. I can't believe you were isolated for so long. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I do.
I mean, I couldn't have done anything about it, obviously, but I wish that I don't think anyone knew that you were there.
Well, we're a hardy sort. Your people have progressed, at least in terms of technology, far beyond us. Although I don't know how much magic I see here. Magic was a little bit more common for us.
Oh, don't worry. There's magic here. We are technologically much more advanced than the rest of Weirheim, so don't feel too bad.
Okay. I still feel a little bit like a dummy, but that's persistent.
It's a constant state of being.
Yeah, that's not out of the ordinary.
And as she says that there's magic here, she kind of lifts her arm up and points it at like a tin cup on the counter, and just like a small bolt of electricity shoots from her metal arm and like knocks the cup off the counter.
Ooh, a fellow caster.
A lot of us are.
Nice. That's very, very cool.
Yes, it's much more commonplace now that Maggie has invented, the means for all of us to channel magic.
Okay, privately. I, being the simpleton, the bumpkin that I am, I find the automatons and the tithe very disturbing.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No, I'm talking to Mary.
Yeah.
Why do you agree to this?
Oh, well, I could see that from an outsider's perspective, of course. They seem a little intimidating, but they protect us. Most of us give up an arm or a leg, and the government pays to replace them and gives us ones that are, in most cases, better than the ones that we've given up. You can move them. They're stronger than a normal arm, and you don't lose any feeling. So there's really no harm in it. The automatons take most of the dangerous jobs. They're the city guards that never tire, and they watch out for us. They fight for us. They mine. They cut wood.
Here's my fear. Here's why it scares me. And this day may never come. But it is my understanding that all of the automatons are linked to Maggie.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
What
Maggie
if one
is
day...
a wonderful person.
But what if one day she isn't?
Well, let's hope that we're not here on that day.
You understand
Seems like a big gamble.
You understand my fear.
Maggie has been the ruler of Ark Maggie for hundreds of years. She saved this land from the same barbarians that took yours. And she was influential enough that the people named the country after her.
Not me just realizing that it was named after her.
You're not alone, don't worry.
Yeah, me too. All of us. I to be clear, I have yet to meet Maggie, and I don't want to disparage her.
Not a lot of us get to meet Maggie. She's kind of obviously a high up political figure. She's got a lot of stuff that she's doing at any given time,
Yes.
but she does have the benefit of being able to assume the body of any of these automatons at any time too.
Yes. As far as I know, that I think I knew that. I think we talked about that.
Yes.
I think that I'm excited to converse with Maggie. I am excited to work with Maggie. So I don't want to have a negative opinion of Maggie. I just, as someone from the outside who's never seen these creatures before, I don't even know if you could call them creatures. It's just very new to me. So I'm, my brain is...
Well, you can have a conversation. They do share a consciousness. They're made from a bit of her soul. So
doesn't give me comfort.
This is doing the opposite.
But I appreciate it. I feel like this stew is delicious with these bagels. We should get our friends some of this food.
yeah, I'll give you the recipe. Hang on. And she jumps over to like a little recipe box and starts flipping through it and pulls out a recipe for venison and a vegetable stew.
I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna like appreciate it and hold it very dear because I'm sure it is a family recipe. I'm gonna write it down so that I don't take her only card. And I'm gonna say, this is wonderful and thank you for this, but I meant like, let's bring some bowls of stew into the other room.
Well, she doesn't know that we're not in there.
My nephew's already eaten.
Oh, well. Okay.
And at that point, she's going to look and say, Munch! While you guys are doing that, though, we'll skip over to what Munch and Micah have been up to. So you guys
oh my God, is his name Munchkin? I'm so sorry.
I was waiting for somebody to get it.
Oh my, okay.
I almost spoiled it when we were talking about walking in the door, and I was like, I'll just wait and let somebody else figure it out.
Oh God,
Last
it took
name's
me a
Ken,
while, but I
first
got
name
it.
Munch.
Munchkin. Oh, it's adorable. Okay, you can continue.
So you guys walk into Ken's workshop. What are you gonna do?
I have to interrupt real quick just for Dorf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a double pink again.
Oh my, you
How do you
lucky
get that
son
kind
of
of
a
luck?
bitch.
I need to play the lotto. I keep getting double pinks. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I opened one earlier and it was double yellows, and I hate yellow, so.
Well, don't play the lotto right now. All right,
Okay.
carry on. I apologize.
I'm following Ken because he knows what he's doing. I'm just here for the arm.
Yeah. So as I'm walking through the workshop over to my area, I'm gonna ask my uncle, is Milo in to come help assist me here? I gotta put an arm on this one. Well, finish taking one off, then put one on.
Sorry, what?
Oh my gosh.
Something popped up and distracted me for a second, and then I missed it.
No, as we're walking through the workshop, heading over to like my area, I'm asking my uncle if his son is Munch or Milo is in to come assist me.
Oh yeah, Milo is he was the one I was talking about when you got there, who was working on the
Oh,
the
okay. So it wasn't the uncle, it was Milo that was over there?
It was Milo, yep.
Okay. Milo, I need your help. I need to put an arm on this one. And Milo's like the opposite fur color of me.
So he hops over, he's like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, this one needs an arm.
Oh.
Well, we got to finish taking this one off. We have a container for that, right? To ship off?
Does she have a writ?
I kind of look around.
If I said
No.
yes, would you believe me?
No.
Oh, well, no, I don't. Is that a problem?
Ken starts rubbing his chin. How do you get one of those again? And he looks down, not remembering.
You get them from the mayor's office or from one of the robots. We've been over this, Ken.
Wait, why didn't the mayor give us one? Mayor knew what we were gonna do.
Wait, you can get them from the automatons? I could just go
Yeah.
grab one real quick. There's
Well,
one right outside.
Yeah. Well, I'll go do that and come back. Ken has been using all of our money with his tinkering on some new laser stick or something, so we got to make sure that we're keeping to the books here. Plus, you know, Ken, we've been over this. It's illegal to give out prosthetics without a writ.
Yeah, but she like works for a duke. So I thought that'd be okay.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Not our duke, but a duke from another county that's like trying to make trade deals and stuff.
All right. Well, in that case,
You could probably get the red after, right?
yeah, I'm sure that's fine. All right, come on in. And he like stretches out because he's been bent over working over a boat for the last couple hours. All right. So, what do you want here? You got an arm. You need up to the elbow?
Oh, we gotta take that part off because that's part of the, yeah.
Let me look.
I'm gonna hold out my nub.
Oh, right. You're right. Okay, yeah, you already removed the bottom bit for some reason. So you want the whole upper part off too?
Why not? Let's do it. Chop it off. Give me a whole new arm.
All right. Ken, did she sign the waiver?
Ken looks around.
Oh, Ken.
He goes.
Ken,
He goes.
like-
Hang
you
on.
like
He
you've
goes.
written a lot.
Yes.
All right. All right.
I did a 6 on a deception check.
I don't know if you can see this.
3.
See what?
3.
A 3.
All right, if you say so. And then he reaches over and grabs this device. It's like a handle with a prong that goes up and over and down. And then as he like clicks something on it, you see this just beam go from one end to the other. He says, all right, lift up your sleeve.
Micah's gonna roll her sleeve up to the shoulder and just hold her nub out and wait.
You know, I hate to say it, you're probably gonna have to remove that bit at least.
I feel like you're just trying to get me out of my top, but okay.
No, just take your arm out.
Okay.
Leave the shirt on.
Micah will do as she's told.
And then he's gonna just take the thing and so like clean through the arm here. The rest of your arm just gets cut off and cauterized in one like swipe. It hurts a lot.
Yeah, I feel like Micah's gonna scream.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Ah, jeez.
I feel like we're gonna hear the scream, and I'm probably gonna want to go in there.
Yeah.
So back to the kitchen. You guys just all of a sudden hear Micah scream as Mary notices you're not there.
Yeah, that
gonna-
would give it away.
I'm just gonna jump up and try and run towards that direction.
Do you think she's learning her lesson?
Absolutely not.
I'm trying to see Maddie's sitting there eating soup as you're running, and she's just like looking at you. You think she's learning her lesson? Just goes back to eating.
I'll get up and I'll briskly walk.
Do you bring the food with you?
Yes, we will do that. We will bring our
Absolutely.
soup.
So she's just screaming munch as you run down the hall, and you find Micah with her arm, well, gone.
More gone.
Morgan.
The whole arm's
Now
gone
I have a smaller nub.
with a reversed rabbit, or reversed from Ken's pattern, holding this like electric saw, and Ken just standing there looking for paperwork.
Just a normal day. It's fine. We're fine.
Micah, did Maddie and I know that Micah was gonna remove more arm? Like, did
No.
she say that out loud? It's like,
I told you guys in the intermission of bathroom breaks, but
Yes.
I do not believe that Micah actually said it to
so
everybody.
Maddie
Mozzarella
throws
gonna-
up her soup. Go ahead.
I would like to believe that the nerve endings in the rest of my arm have not died yet, and it's just flopping around.
I'm just to Maddie. It clearly she absolutely is not learning a goddamn thing.
So Mary also throws her soup in the same way that Maddie does. Oh, I thought you said you threw it, not threw up. Okay.
No,
So
I throw it up.
she doesn't throw up. She just like drops it or
Oh, I just
tosses
imagine
it
me and Mary having like a spew circle.
like...
Bonding.
Oh my gosh, Maddie, I'm so sorry. Ken, Milo, what are you doing?
I'm getting a new arm.
You can't just take people in here and start chopping their arms off.
I gave permission.
Is there no like pain nullifiers for doing this, or
Normally there are. Milo.
I feel like I think I'm good now. We're fine. It's gone. It's nice and crispy up here. We're done.
Yeah, Auntie, she's fine. Look at her. She already lost the other part.
To be honest, I think the first part hurt worse.
honestly, it's your arm, it's your pain. It's not my problem.
So Mary also just kind of like throws up her hands. She's like, you do whatever you're gonna do. Don't involve me in it. But I'm telling your uncle. Your father.
I assume there's probably more pain involved with attaching an arm. Micah, would you like any sort of pain management?
Wow.
Micah is just more concerned about what the new arm is going to do and what it's going to look like.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go eat some soup and bagels, and you can't have any.
Aww.
So,
I'm just kidding. Obviously, you can have a bagel when you come in.
Okay, thank
kind
you.
of cocks his head. A bagel? But,
Pen, arm, focus.
oh, yeah. Milo, do we have any, like, he looks over at Mike. Do we have any, like, the ones that would match your armor in? Like, the black ones? Or do we only have, like, the bronze ones in? Like, what do we have made right now? I don't
Can we
remember.
have paint?
Brew.
But yeah, what kind of stuff are you looking for this arm to do?
What are my options?
Yeah, well, we got one here with an axe built into it, obviously, if you're going to be doing some lumberjack work. That's a nice one. This one here has a mining pick built into it. And then he's like kind of going through.
I'm gonna interrupt you and let you know. I'm a ranger. I'm not doing a whole lot of mining, axing.
Oh, well.
Do we have the one that can get powered by, like, a magic item or something anymore? Did we give that one away already?
Well, they can all do that. If you have the...
Oh.
I mean, Ken, you could probably do this. It's not my specialty. I attach them, you're the one who builds them. That's up to you, whatever you want to tinker with over there.
Hey, so Ken throws an arm on the table and he's like, so this one is just an arm. But if you have something of, like, I don't know, it's like magical-ish, I could shove it in this hole here and it'll probably give you some ability depending on what it is.
Just any kind of magic item?
And he holds it up and it's like, like a hole of, like, not a huge size. It's not like any magic item will fit in there, just certain ones that are, like, smaller size.
Like dragon scale sized?
Potentially.
I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
Throw it on me, boys.
Yeah, do that. So it's going to take you some time to attach that. And then it's going to take some more time to attach it to your shoulder. So we can fast
So
forward
do
a
you
bit.
give me the magic the scale and all that so I can install it then?
Yes.
All right. Jesse, what happens if I use identify on it?
On the scale?
Yeah, as I'm just asking, does it actually do anything if I use that spell on it?
Well, I think the scale itself isn't like.
It's fine. It's all good.
Are we talking about are you talking about the dragon scale or the gem that we found on Monza's pyre? Micah.
There
Pretty
was
sure-
3
I'm talking
dragon
about-
scales that you found on
Yeah.
the pyre.
Oh, I thought they were gems. Because I did
Yeah,
a
they're
check.
Yeah, they're like dragon scale gems. They're gems.
His
that look like
body's
dragon
scales were gems. So
Okay.
I have 2
Ooh.
because I took 1.
Oh, that's right.
sorry. I forget where I put this. I think I told you, Powder, what
I
it
did
would
a-
do.
Yeah, you did. We could find it after. But
Okay. Well, I'll look it up while this is going on. But yeah, so you can fix the scale to the arm. It's going to take overnight for you to attach this to the arm and then attach the arm to the mica. So is there anything else you guys want to do? The rest of you will be welcomed to stay here by Maria while the whole surgery is going on.
So as we're doing things, I'm also gonna probably in between go bother the mayor real fast and get the writ.
All right. Well, you can get it from the guard outside. Thank you.
All right.
What can I do with the deity again?
Get advice,
Guidance.
guidance.
Okay. I don't know if I want to use that. Do I have to use that today or can I use it next week?
You could use it next week, although I feel like we might forget. So it might be a good idea to use it today if you have any idea what you want to do with it.
Well,
See if you can talk to Mwanza.
You could
That's
talk
kind
to
of-
Mwanza. Mwanza is a celestial being.
well, I was thinking about talking to Mwanza's boss.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I have a mind to talk to the Lord of the Souls because I want to be like, you need to fire Deke.
I feel
I
like
didn't
we
even
told
think
him
about
that
that.
once already.
Yeah, and he said that guy sucks. So that's what we bonded on. But I also have this big dumb sword that I don't know what to do with.
Oh,
That's
I
fair.
think either one would be a good.
And also, we have this big dumb demigod that I don't know what to do with.
Yes. So I will explain what the arm does on a as soon as you get that attached, and then the rest of it, you just let me know what you would like to do. So we're gonna assume like you could use this while you are resting.
Yeah, I was gonna like go out by the pier, like a little bit away, you know,
Okay.
from people, in case, you know, there's a bright light, the sound of angels or choirs or whatever, you know.
Be
I
not
don't know.
afraid.
Be not afraid.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
ask Mary if she has any beef for Menry.
So Menry is still back on the ship, by the way.
Oh,
So you would have to go back out of town, back through the woods, row back
Never
out to the
mind.
boat.
that sounds scary.
He is being taken care of by the other people on the ship. So
Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Never.
Okay.
You guys. I'm just gonna point this out of character. You never actually told anyone that you had Menry on the ship, did you?
No.
We did. I asked if there was space for Menry.
No, in town, I
I'm talking
think.
about.
Oh.
You never told anyone in town that you had a pretty much a pseudo type dragon on the top of the ship.
Whoopsies.
It'll be fine.
Fine.
I'm sure they're not afraid of dragons. They have robots.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they've never seen a dragon.
I don't have anything specific that I would like to ask the Lord of Souls other than like, hey, I would like to know what Micah's deal is. But honestly, like, as long as we're not in danger, that's Micah's business. I think we're gonna be in some danger, but it seems like Micah's the one losing limbs, so I'm gonna go out to the pier and use my thing to I'll pray to Dawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the sword, like, you know.
So we'll handle that in a second. First off, Mary's gonna go around to the rest of you and say, so the surgery's gonna take a while. It should take overnight. Micah will be fine. We've done this plenty of times. Munch may be a bit eccentric, but he's an excellent craftsman, and his cousin Milo is a great surgeon. And the two of them will take good care of Micah. So while you're waiting, you're welcome to take one of the bedrooms upstairs, and then she'll lead you to them and give you some sheets and things like that. So Maddie is gonna, well, actually Matt is the only one who would go to sleep. Mozzarella, you would set up, so you have a bedroom that you can go to when you get back. Ken, you and Milo are working on Micah's arm. So you are forging this crystal scale into the arm and reattaching it with Milo. And Mozzarella, you walk out onto the dock with the sword, and we'll go from there. So,
Okay.
go ahead.
I'm just gonna hold the sword out in front of me, you know, and I'm gonna be like, you know, I don't do the praying thing very much, but I hope you can hear me, Dawn. I do need some guidance. You know, I feel like you communed with our friend Wanza, and we don't have that anymore. So I'm asking for some help.
All right. So you are standing out on this dock alone at night. And as you are doing this, it's quiet, and you hear, you know, the natural sounds of the ocean, the water kind of lapping up against the brick docks. The sky is kind of like foggy. It's very cold. Like there's a cold wind blowing in from the ocean. And as you are sitting here saying this, you don't immediately get an answer, but then suddenly you feel like you are surrounded by like warm sun on a summer day. It's bright to you, and you hear a voice that says, Mazzarello, you seem troubled. What can I do to ease your burden?
Well, we got a lot of irons in the fire, and I just, you know, we had a good friend that we lost who was very devoted to you, and we have this sword that would be a powerful weapon to use against the enemies spreading across the land, the looming threat of the undead army, Bane is back. And this would be a powerful weapon against him, but I don't know what to do with it. And I don't know, honestly, what to do about Bane, but there's just so much going on.
So it's another, couple seconds or so. And then you hear your new friend, Ken, may find use for that sword that would benefit all of you. As for Bane, he's up to something very sinister. He needs to be dealt with as soon as possible, and I would help you if there was any way I could. But if it's advice you need, find the artifacts that you were looking for. And then take your new orcish allies and turn the fight onto him.
We will do that.
There are passageways in the mountains built by the civilizations that came before you that you can use to get back into Sternshield. That Bane would not expect you to know about.
Ziggurat.
Not that.
I like that Dawn's like, no, you idiot.
Not a no, you idiot. A don't go anywhere near that thing.
Don't go near the ziggurat. Got it. Because, okay. All right.
The evil that is contained in that ziggurat would be the end of the world that you are living in.
So don't tell Micah about the ziggurat. Got it.
Don't tell Micah about that ziggurat.
Got it.
If only Micah had not already seen that ziggurat.
The ziggurat is Bane's goal. You need to stop him before he breaks the seals on that ziggurat and unleashes the monster in it.
So do go near the ziggurat, but don't go in the ziggurat. Just stop Bane from going near the ziggurat. Got it.
If at all possible, stay as far away from that ziggurat as you can. Bane will be at Sternshield Keep, trying to find the seals to break the shield covering the ziggurat.
Okay. Thank you for your guidance. We will try to do our best, and we will carry forward in your honor, as an honor to our dear friend Mwanza. Also, if you see him, tell him Mozzarella says hi.
She just kind of bows away, and she starts to fade away back up. Yeah, that's it. I'm debating if
peaceable.
there was something I was debating having her like throw out on her way out, but
I thought my PC froze.
all right.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed and think about what she said.
Well, you should probably do an outro first.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
So as the light starts to fade from around you, you hear like a coming up the dock from behind you, and you're kind of in this sort of transitive state that you don't really notice till now, and you hear
Mazzarello, it is dangerous to be out on the docks at night. Can I escort you back to your domicile?
Yes. I'm gonna go back. Well, I'm just sleeping upstairs in Mary's place and Ken's place. So I'm gonna go to sleep.
We know.
All right. Did you? All right. Thank you. I'm just
Follow
gonna
me,
walk.
please.
Okay.
And then she starts to walk back towards Ken's house / workshop, and gestures to the door for you to go in.
And I'm gonna go in.
Sleep well, Mazzarello.
Thank you. I would say the same, but I get the sense that you probably don't.
There is no requirement for sleep.
Okay. Well, have a good night otherwise.
Thank you. You as well.
I'm just gonna go in.
Okay. So you go back in, you go up and go to sleep. But in the morning, you wake up, you all wake up, and Micah has a new arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
You are much better at the robot than you were before. That is the magical property that came from the scale. Okay, so the actual magical property from the scale doop, 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 is that
Fest.
I'm gonna modify it a little bit actually, and I will let you know for the next session because I have to like make a magic item for it. So
Okay.
we'll explain that shortly. But basically, it causes a type of feedback. So when someone attacks you, you can use the arm to cause some reversed damage. Anyway, so
That's pretty cool.
that is that, and I think that is where we're gonna leave it for today.
Oh, there's definitely a little chamber on the side of that arm where you can see the scale inside it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll let you kind of go with the description that I had a thing in mind, but it was a little different. So you can
Oh, what's your
flavor
thing
it.
in mind?
No, you built it.
Oh, what are you thinking? I want to hear.
No, that's fine.
Somebody tell me what my arm looks like.
Can you do it?
No,
I mean,
you
it was made from your old like scales. So and you physically built it. So I feel like it's most fair that you do it. Also, you know, I like that idea that you have built it. So you should describe what it looks like.
I mean, we could take some time
No.
and like you could describe it later.
No.
No,
okay,
here's
okay.
what we're gonna go with. It looks
Okay.
like initially like a plain generic arm. Paint it the way you want it. I insert the scale, and I'm gonna say it probably looks a bit more dragon-like after the scale got inserted. So
Okay,
it probably looks, yeah. So we're
A little
functionally the
scale.
same.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's got some dragon-ish features to it now that the scale got inserted.
It is still
Nice.
metal though.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's still metal. It's painted black or whatever color you wanted it to be painted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say is it looked like a normal human arm at first, and then the scale got put in and finalized, and it changed.
And now it's like a Quagmire-sized arm.
It still looks appropriate for. It just looks kind of.
Nope.
It probably looks
Hang
like
on.
Darth spent extra on the arm, or Micah spent extra on the arm when she really didn't.
Hang
What are we
on.
hanging on for?
Isn't there a video game where a rabbit has a giant arm, robot arm?
Probably.
That sounds familiar.
I think it's called Fist, actually.
Yes. Okay. You I don't know if I can show this on the stream, and it's gonna be really annoying if I can't. But this is your arm now.
Oh gosh. See.
What is it? Where are we looking? I'm not seeing.
I put it in
the
the
voice
chat.
chat.
How do I show this on the stream?
Oh gosh.
I don't think I can. So for reference, it's the like Amelia Clark with the beefy arm from Secret Invasion. That's what the arm looks like now.
It looks like Drax's arm.
It does.
Yeah,
It
that's what I was
does. I
thinking.
thought it was supposed to be Drax's arm.
I was like, when was she in Guardians? But okay.
No, that's not actually what it looks like. So, all right.
I would say a scaled down arm that would have looked kind of like Mwanza's arm, but scaled down to fit you properly.
And not
But
purple.
also mechanical.
And
Is that claws?
I'll leave that up to Darth to decide.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about claws, but it definitely does now.
I like Five Nights at Freddy's partially, sort of, kind.
Yes.
Yes.
So imagine like a, steam mechanical arm with like pistons and some tubes running down it, and there are some like gemstones running up the front of it. It's painted black, so the purple gemstones against the black painted metal of the arm, and then at the end it's kind of taken on this draconic claw at the end instead of a regular hand.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna
that's what we have
do
for
some
now.
research, and I'm gonna settle on a design before next session.
All right.
All right.
All right. And that's the end of our session. So thank you guys for hanging out and watching this evening.
Thank you.
It was kind of a very roleplay heavy session. A little bit of lore on the new area. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that. I don't really know like if that is more fun to watch than like a combat heavy session. I feel like that's probably more entertaining because combat's just rolling dice until a thing die. But that can also be more exciting because sometimes Mwanza dies. So
I was gonna say, I can't believe you called Mwanza a thing.
There we go. Sometimes Wanza would shove a bird down a lady's mouth or something.
Yeah.
the combat, I mean, combat is exciting. I just don't know which is more fun to watch. So
Both.
okay.
Yeah.
Which is why they should tune in every Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
It's 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Central and Eastern.
Or watch the YouTubes.
Or watch the YouTubes.
Yes.
Um,
It's Diddle the Dingler on YouTube.
and diddle the dingler and do the things and join the Discord. And
God.
we have other things, but that's all we're going to talk about for today. So let's go right down the line that I have here. Cheese, where can we find you during the week?
Oh, of course I yawn right there. You can find me on
In bed.
Twitter, cheese or unholy_cheese. I am around. That's pretty much it, I think, for this weekend, at least.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Also, I'll do that at my segment. Okay. Motion, where can we find you this week? Also, glad
This
you're
week
feeling
you
better
can.
today. Sorry.
Thanks. I got a lot of sleep. Tomorrow you can find me on my Twitch channel, Motion Chickness, for some pew pew games. But any other time you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Motion Chickness. Oh, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's important.
Eastern Standard Time now.
Don't ask me that. I just say Eastern to make it easy.
Powder, where can we find you this week?
Over on Twitter/X and in our Discord.
All right. And Darth, where can we find you?
I am on Twitter. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok. And depending on how my day goes tomorrow, I may also be with Motion if she is doing First Person Friday.
I expect that to be phonetically typed out and the name of the stream for tomorrow.
You got to work FUPA in
Gotcha.
there somehow.
Yeah. Fupa fufa.
I might.
And as for me, I'll be around in the Discord and planning for next week, and also attempting to play an unhealthy amount of World of Warcraft, because that's what I'm doing now. Because I am very excited about that game again, and that's what I do. So you can find me in the Discord. If anyone wants to play a little World of Warcraft, let me know. If we have anyone interested in it, I will recreate or create an Innsandoddities guild, maybe. I don't know. I know Powder might be joining, and played a little bit with Cheese the other day. No big deal.
Yeah, you hard carried me. It was great.
It was
Through
fun.
a dungeon.
I had a lot of fun. So,
It was great.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got for that. So, thank you guys. We'll be back here next week with some steam-powered action and totally not evil robotic phylacteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The rate's running out.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay, bye.
bye.
Oh, we
Okay.
didn't do our